Hello, everybody, and welcome back to a new episode of Choose Your Roll, your favorite show on the internet, and some people who do remember the 21st night of September, tonight, when you are watching us. I am your DM extraordinaire, AJ, and this Monday you will get to catch me as the amazing, beautiful, 7-foot-tall, 8-legged behemoth of a woman that is Clover, the nicest person you'll ever meet. So, Monday night, 7 p.m. for One Piece Endless Horizons.
Yeah, they were on Voyage 8?
Yeah, Voyage 8, and we beat up some fat dudes.
You let one of them go. Proud of you guys.
Who's we let one of them go?
Speaking of that.
Hi, I'm Kat. Tonight I'm playing Flora the Tiefling. And on every other Monday, I am the one who let them go. It might benefit us. Maybe.
Get a gun out of it.
Oh yeah,
Hello.
it'll benefit us as a knife been stabbing into our back. It'd be great.
Hello, everyone. I'm Odin. I play Dahlia. I'm also the GM for the One Piece Endless Horizon campaign. I believe episode 8 this Monday. Y'all eventually, I think, by the episode, are going to get to Karate Island. So tune in to see, some awesome action. Honestly, all I can think about is the one island from the SpongeBob episode, Karate Island. Just me?
I would hope not. I would hope not. I'm gonna be honest there.
Just super disappointed if that was my thing. All right, just gonna scribble that out.
Yes, it was a behemoth of an intro. I like to start big. It sets a tone.
Next.
Come on, Green Man.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Micah. In this game, I'm Yordrick the Turtle Warlock. In the already explained One Piece game, I am Robert Ulysses Sherman Jackson, the Groundhog Mink Gunslinger. And Broden, I need to warn you, I don't think Karate Island like SpongeBob would be a good idea. I remember those villains in there.
The Tickler?
Yeah, the French tickler, the lip service who fought you with kissing, and then the fat guy who tried to kill you with smell, but was not immune to his own stench. Wouldn't recommend it.
One of those is a Dragon Ball character.
I do have a
because technically,
recruit.
Bacterium did not smell himself. This
That's
guy,
true.
the smell didn't get to Sandy through the helmet, and it then went after him, and he passed out.
True, Bacterion was not. It was immune to his own stuff.
So, just slight recommendation, not telling you how to DM Broden. Maybe make some other ideas.
I will so participate in the 21st World Martial Arts Tournament.
Ooh, all of you.
I was happy.
Someone wasn't.
I'm next. I'm Selkus. I play Peleus. I just barely got back. Hopefully, I get to stay for the entire session this time. When I'm on call. That'd be nice. I'd enjoy that.
Hi everyone, I'm Toma. I play Scrap the Kobold Alchemist and sometimes Saru the Sky Doctor. I'm looking forward to everything that's gonna happen this week. It's gonna be crazy.
Yep. And tell me, Broden, what happened last time? Because we do have at least one new viewer.
What happened?
Yeah, I wasn't there.
That's true, you weren't. All right.
I'm not your dad. I'm not there.
Ouch. On the last session of Far Wide D&D, the group finally completed their wait for Dahlia, with Flora having a few small side conversations with her grandfather. The group coming together, also making a wonderful welcome back meal, instead of pretending to have a funeral for her, which she could see outside of that cocoon. She was just going to turn herself invisible as it faded away and just pretend that she actually did die. The group ate, slept, and eventually made their way back to the city through the use of Dahlia's grandfather's, and I put this in quotations, pet giant red hawk. The trip was rather exciting until Dahlia flew off the bird and Scrap threw up all over Yordrick. Dahlia, though, quickly recovered, expanding out her own wings, and flew back to the bird and decided to glide with it for a few minutes. When the group got back and Scrap started to feel better, Dahlia's grandfather said goodbye to the party, stating that he had much to plan and prepare for. With this, the group went to their downtime. Yordrick and Peleus went looking into the multitude of, I guess, different sects of the secret religious groups in the city, who obviously worship the god of, I think it was Night and Secrets.
Yeah, Bassoon, the Panther god
Yep.
of Nights, Secrets, and the Moon.
Yep. Strap worked on a few contraptions in his lab, learning that, what happens if he fuses adamantine, I believe it was gold, together, creating a star metal that could probably kill everyone around if they don't have someone properly do that. Flora politely introduced Dahlia to her Fae friend, and after copious giftings of alcohol and taking away her last memory of her and her father, and in this field of flowers, meaning now that the memory before that is now just the new last memory. She was able to allow Dahlia 2 years of downtime to kind of help herself adjust to her, in a way, new body, and let's call it a special issue. Go see last episode for that. Flora, in the meanwhile, decided to throw some water balloons at some orphans to try and make them learn to concentrate.
Couldn't get through it, could you?
Magic. That
It didn't go
right
well.
below getting Peleus' whip and shouting, "Learn."
Yeah.
You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Besides that, Strap did have some success with his potions, being able to make a leg kind of potion. I remember that. That was awesome. And with Flora then looking into a special coin and a man named Zorvier?
Mm-hmm.
Zorvier.
Yeah, her ex.
Yep. We now kind of get back to the game as Peleus, Yordrick, and Dahlia were just about to head out for the last bit of downtime as they want to go mining in a cave.
Yep, camping trip time, and now I get to roll the d6 that loves Selkus.
I'm so glad we have unusually moist in the chat.
Yo, and usually moist, please stick around. And it's Micah!
Whoa.
Selkus, you survived by 1.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Micah, dimension these dice, your start.
Dimension the dice. I summon whatever the
Orgoth the Relentless?
Yes, Orgoth the Relentless.
Anyways.
Goddamn dork.
Hey.
Yeah?
Shut up.
Yeah.
If the others have... I'm assuming we're going on the assumption we've already talked about and planned to go on this mining and fishing expedition, the three of us.
Yeah, I'd imagine it's probably...
Sure. I'll allow it.
Well, Yordrick would be getting his stuff together, getting ready to head out. As he's making sure he's got all of his proper equipment for mining. As he's coming downstairs.
I will say, for Dahlia, when she gets back, I don't know when exactly she got back within these 2 days out of the Feywild, but she will find something in her room. Technically 2 things.
Yeah, that's true. Dahlia, sorry, Micah, but I want Dahlia to start by coming home.
Yeah.
Thanks, Selkus.
Dahlia kind of wanders into the house, kind of looking all around it, everything. She almost looks a little unsure, a little startled. Kind of looking at everything as if like it's not real or it's been a long time.
Yeah, you'd definitely you wouldn't be sure, okay, what is corporeal and what is something conjured to make you feel better.
So she's not really talking to herself. She's just kind of walking through the building.
Is anyone
Not sure.
home on
You're right.
This would be the start of the 5th day.
5th day. Okay.
Third day, technically.
Yeah. I'd say Peleus is probably just working outside, checking on the progress of the construction, while also training in the yard we already have.
We'll have to narrate that out loud for audio listeners.
Right now he's basically just doing hand-to-hand with the training dummy.
Alright.
He's
Hold on,
done the inspection earlier in the day.
Toma put something in Roll20 chat. You're gonna have to read those out loud.
I was doing a joke though. But Scrap explodes in the distance.
Yeah, from the basement here.
Dahlia jumps at the noise. Just, so no one's there with Dahlia at the moment.
I guess nobody would be inside.
As she walks through.
The reception would be working at home. There's the red brand.
Laura?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember
God?
what I was doing on the fifth day.
We're not on the 5th, we're on the 3rd.
Third day?
Yeah, I can't count.
Yep. 3rd.
Probably throwing water balloons at children.
Yeah, I'll say you're coming home from throwing water balloons at children.
I feel like Yordrick and Peleus would both be there because we're waiting on Dahlia to return.
Yeah, Yordrick would have taken off his Senor Tortuga appearance and just sort of have wrapped up clothing in his arms as we've gotten back to the house.
Anyone who would see Dahlia would see a copious amount of like flowers woven into her hair. At the sound of the boom, is a very quick reaction as she kind of turns around and is like in a battle stance, sword drawn. As she realizes the Scrap just kind of goes, "Oh, hi, Yordrick.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Did you sleep properly? You look confused and or tired.
Yeah, no, it's just been a while.
Yordrick looks at the sundial on his wrist. Where have you been the past couple days?
How does that work inside?
It's for a gag.
Couple days? Is it Feywild?
You just hear glass shattering behind Yordrick. What?
I asked Flora for some time to clear my head, and she knew a way to the Feywild, and I went in there and was there for a while.
Alias, Yordrick just kind of hands you the folded up clothes for a moment and walks over to Dahlia.
I thought he was
Reach
outside.
comically outside. Your arm extends like 100 feet out.
Just in the middle of
Wrapping
like,
around the door.
punching. Just what? No.
Just like taps him on the shoulder.
Just roll it into a football and chuck it out the window.
Glass shatter.
No, Yordrick just kind of puts it down, sorry.
You can go get him if you want. You know where he's at.
No, no, it was... Sorry.
Okay.
He just puts the clothes down on a table. How long were you in there?
You see her start counting on her fingers. Eventually, she just kind of stops and kind of shakes her head. I think it was supposed to be 2 years.
What did you give them?
I didn't give them anything. I don't know. I remember going in thinking, when Flora left and went in there, she seemed to come back a bit better. So I thought maybe, with everything that's happened, I did have some time to clear my head, and it's been a while.
Above game, did Flora ever tell the rest of us of her time in the Feywild? Because I know she had girl time with Dahlia.
I believe she told the party that she was in the Feywild, but she never explained the how or who with the Feywild.
She never told us about the patron.
Yep.
Or exactly. I don't think she ever told us how long exactly she was in there for.
It's also the difference of where Flora had the one woman in there remove the the feeling of time. She didn't do that for Dahlia.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was never stipulated.
Have fun.
Devil's always in the details.
Yep.
Read your contracts, kids.
No, the devil's in the wizard.
You mean a wizard name, whatever his
Oh.
name was?
Anyways.
Wait a minute.
Yordrick just kind of looks at you. Don't deal with Fae. Especially if you don't have anything written down.
Look, I've heard that already for the last 2 years, alright?
The door to the basement opens. There's just fumes coming out, and Scrap in a mask is coughing. Oh, hi, Dahlia.
Hey, Scrap. As you kind of see her kind of look over her shoulder and start talking what looks like to herself, and she goes, "No, I told you. No, I know you said not to deal with Faye. I get that, and I think he's just trying to be nice about it. All right, we talked about this. Give them a chance." And then she just kind of turns back.
Yordrick's just looking at you like he understands you have another voice inside your head, but it is still the look of, what the heck? Okay. I think it would behoove all of you to not make deals with extra-dimensional beings when you don't have any foreknowledge into it.
Can't stop me.
I can still make the recommendation. I don't know what being you would get involved with. You seem more like you would get the better end of a deal just through
Your luck.
crazy wording.
Also, don't add a whole vial of Basilisk saliva to Alchemist fire, it explodes. Well, it doesn't so much explode as suddenly turn into steam in a confined location.
It's flammable?
No, it evaporated instantly.
Oh. Well, that's
Wow.
good to know. Dahlia,
And then the fumes are acid from dragon's teeth, but you shouldn't breathe that.
Should we go outside then?
He walks over and opens a window. Probably this is gonna need a little bit to air out.
just see a bird fall out of the sky dead.
Yeah.
Well, it's half a bird now.
Oh.
Dahlia
Scrap, are you
just-
burning down the guild hall again? It's like smoke comes rising out of the fucking.
If anything, he's melting it, thank you.
Oh. Okay.
The fumes are diluted when they're in an airborne state, but you still shouldn't breathe them. It might cause your lungs to bleed and drown you.
Dahlia's just not even saying that. She's just walking outside. Just back
Yeah,
towards the
Yordrick's
front
gonna
door.
move away from the smoke.
Notably, Scrap is wearing an alchemist face mask to
Yeah,
not
just-
breathe the fumes.
Dahlia, were you alone for 2 years with nothing but you and yourself?
I mean, we weren't alone. There's other little fey creatures in there. They were pretty nice. They like listening to music.
Could you actually communicate with them?
I will say, you know the ones that are meant to mimic bird calls? I mean, they are bird calls.
Yeah.
Yeah, those ones definitely, you could communicate them in a vague musical fashion. Kind of like that, you never got exact wording, but the message got across.
She also can't mention the other person she knows.
Yeah, you can't, but you can mention the little things without ego.
Yeah. She'll bring that up. Yeah, some things could talk. Some mainly through just like music, though. You can get certain emotions out of them.
You are probably dealing with isolation anxiety right now. There were certain cases back in Weckingar where people got separated in the snowstorms and didn't find civilization for months and sometimes years. They were not the same afterwards due to not being able to communicate with others.
Great, that's exactly what I want to hear.
But there are ways to help deal with it, right, Yordrick?
Yes, very much.
Leaning towards you.
Like he's not even doing it as a joke. He literally just says, "Yes, there's very easy ways to help with it. It's very important that you don't go head diving first back into populated areas. It can cause anxiety, agitation, that sort of thing. It's better for you to slowly reacclimate to people."
Right.
Say
So
she's
no
kinda just-
theater trips.
So she's listening to you. She's just kind of staring up at the house at the moment.
No, that's still full of gas. We don't need to go in there.
No, it's just it was always this big.
Order kind of looks back to it. Has it changed at all?
Nope.
Looks back. Yes. I mean, Peleus got that area renovated as he points towards the in-construction area.
How much progress have they made so far, AJ?
Give me a minute. I grabbed my dice tray and it unbuttoned itself.
Problem.
Right, I'm an idiot. I have a fume hood. He scurries back into the house.
I'd call them about, I don't know, 15% of the way.
Pretty
After
good.
a few minutes, the smoke stops coming out of the window and starts coming out of like a chimney.
Keep in mind they don't work rain days or the one weekend that no business is open.
Yep.
So if Micah ever decides it rains,
Yordrick just kind of is having this conversation with you, Dahlia, and he stops for a moment and just looks towards the sky, then looks back towards you. Peleus, it's going to be very fair weather for us when we head out.
Oh, that's good. Oh, wait, Dolly's back then.
Hi.
Oh, Dolly.
She has, unfortunately, gone through a situation.
She's
what
currently
exactly
just-
happened.
Cradling quackers a bit.
She was
Wah.
effectively isolated in a section of the Feywild for 2 years, roughly. Maybe, unless they tricked her.
whack.
Flora did what to her now?
Yes, conversations will be had at a later time about.
Wait, Flora
Business.
came... No, that doesn't seem right. Flora came back, right?
Yes,
Look,
she
she
said
went off
something
to the
about going and teaching classes over the Dwarganus Maximus Institute.
Wait, did Flora...
Higher
Did
learning.
Flora leave you alone in the Feywild?
Yeah, she left me there with, I just wanted to clear my head.
She left you alone with your thoughts for 2 years.
And apparently small, Feyish creatures with partial communication abilities.
I mean, I got to know me more.
But it was only you
or
for
her?
2 years.
I mean, technically, it's one and the same.
I don't really
Me,
think that-
myself, and Irene.
Right.
Sorry, Micah, that didn't parse.
Yeah, it's a movie.
I got it.
Good for you.
Mm.
So,
I'm going to chat with Flora
The best
later.
course of action in place is not to put her in a large group of people, but slowly reacclimate her to people in general.
Are you familiar with this then, Yordrick? I take it?
Yeah, it did a variation upon it, not exactly the Feywild. People got lost in a snowstorm. They may not be seen again for months, sometimes years.
Okay.
Most people from Weckingar are very good at surviving. Not everyone's good with directions, though.
Trep's gonna walk back over there after fixing the fume issue. Hey, Dahlia.
Hmm?
How fast would you say things have been moving since you got back?
Really fast?
Immediately turns to Yordrick. You guys need to give her time to think if you're gonna try and talk with her.
look, let's just take it slow. Dahlia, if you need us, we're here. We're not going to bring you into the city or anything. I'm going to have a chat with Flora whenever she gets back.
Is the gas cleared out in the main area, Scrap?
Yes.
Dahlia, do you want to cook something?
Sure.
I
Okay, then.
suggest something that you don't have to worry about burning that much.
We could do a no-bake cheesecake.
All right.
Okay, Burden cooks tools with disadvantage.
AJ, what horror have you sent me?
Yep.
Ah, yes, the bees.
It ain't no bee.
That's what he sent me.
Sorry, I was trying to check something.
Can I be watching what Dahlia is doing and just coming along behind whatever she's doing to make sure nothing's like overcooking or
With disadvantage!
getting left out?
5.
No.
You got a bowl of milk.
She kind of just pours it and just kind of stares at it for a long time.
When does it cake? You don't know. This was your idea. So I'm gonna say this recipe was unfamiliar to you. Wait, hold on. Why is your cooking utensils only +3?
This based off my wisdom.
Oh, we're doing. Oh, yeah, it's wisdom.
Yeah, so yeah, you're the one who made it wisdom.
No, remember, it's different. It's can be different depending on what you're trying to do.
I mean, if you wanted me to switch it to something else.
No, I mean, let's say this because you're trying a new recipe. This will be intelligence.
All right,
A
it will
no-bake
make.
cheesecake is basically where you mix
It will
everything
make a
up and then you
difference.
just put it in the
Yeah.
fridge.
Still,
So-
Well, I guess
what-
that's the difference. I feel like baking would be intelligence, while
Well,
wisdom
no,
would be
no,
cooking.
The rules are trying something new is int, trying something you know is wisdom, trying to get creative is charisma.
I know, but my idea was more. Sorry, I'll mention it another time. But my
No, I agree with baking being
14.
intelligence. I'll take the 14. Okay, it's not setting the best, but it is. It's just a little loose. Still
Not just
completely
full of
good, just a
milk.
little loose.
I'm imagining we're pulling out the cheesecake from the fridge whenever Flora gets home.
Mm-hmm. And then Flora, you just finished throwing water balloons at children.
Dolly's just slowly eating a piece of cake.
And
Oh,
getting
you're back.
sassed by Riot.
Fantastic. Flora, say, do you have time for a walk?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Just
I
got
guess-
home, but
did
would
I-
you like to leave?
Great, you already have your boots on and everything. Let's go.
Okay.
Welcome home. Get out.
So, how did your teaching go?
My methods came under question,
Mm-hmm.
but I did find another student with potential.
Oh, that's fantastic. So, I have one quick little question for you. Why did you lock Dahlia in the Feywild for 2 years alone?
I didn't lock her anywhere.
Okay. So you put her in the Feywild.
I did not
2 years.
put her there.
Okay. Then explain to me why she's back as she is.
What do you mean as she is?
She seems despondent, nervous, anxious. She's like a shell of who she was. Why did you leave her there alone? I thought you were going to be there with her. It's the only reason I didn't say anything back then.
She wanted to go.
Did she want to, or did she just not know what she wanted?
I did what Dahlia asked me to do.
Just because she asked you to do it. You know Celeste will have asked for drugs before, right?
Don't compare that.
Same thing. You can't just always give people what they say they want.
She thought it would help her feel better. I also thought it could make her feel better, give her the time that she would need.
She has that thing in her head.
And if she's gonna live the rest of her life with it, what's wrong with being acquainted with it?
A huge tumor of trauma that isn't even her own, that's going to force it onto her. And you left her alone to deal with that. Going to fix this.
What?
How? But we're going to do something.
How do you know the whole experience was bad for her? She's a little off right now, it sounds like, but
I watched her grow from someone who seemed to be barely holding the guild together to a somewhat competent leader to finally someone who was able to rally together different groups to overthrow an entire regime. And now I see her as someone who can barely even cook.
well, if it makes you feel better to place the blame on me, then by all means.
I don't know, should I blame it on the entire plane of the Fae? I don't know who to blame. I don't know if I should blame you or blame myself for not saying anything.
Well, I tried something. If it didn't work, then that kind of lines up with pretty much everything else at this point, so all we can do is help her the best we can. Maybe everybody else help her, and I'll stay out of it.
Me and Yordrick are taking her on a trip. Yordrick wants to go mining. I think getting her out of the city will do some good.
Well, and you guys have fun. I'm gonna go back into the house. If Dahlia's sitting anywhere where I can see her, I will wave. Hi, Dahlia. Glad you're back. And then go to my room.
She just waves and smiles.
Mom, Dad, please stop fighting.
What is
Fight
Scrap and
louder!
Yordrick
Starts
in this
munching on them.
What is Scrap and Yordrick in this situation?
Aunt and uncle,
Hmm.
you guys get to decide who's who.
Scrap, you're the wine ant.
Where's my wine then?
I'm just the uncle that has random bits of knowledge from things and he never explains where he got it from.
Oh, I was
Like
saying,
the weather.
Yeah,
That's
say
me
like
in
the
real
weather.
life.
You already talk about dad shit like the weather.
I already have just little snippets of information about all kinds of things I probably shouldn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
welcome to the autism. So Kat went up to her room. Would Kat, if you'd like to do anything privately, please message it to me. If not, I think it's time for a camping trip. Where only the shook up girl with weird time displacement is gonna drive.
Congratulations, you're gonna spend an entire block getting there.
No, Dahlia is a competent enough driver, and Micah has been there a few times now.
You ever hear the phrase, it's like riding a bike? It's like that, but a horse.
Truly, unless their rolls are dog shit, no. Like, Dahlia won't even be wrong with disadvantage. The horse is her happy place. And yes, Quackers is going. He has a little helmet.
Say she wants to like. She's very happy to see her horse again. So yeah.
Bye, guys. Enjoy your trip to the mines. I'll be here when you get back trying to figure out how to forge metal. He tilts his head thinking about it.
I mean,
When did he
so
become a
you
blacksmith?
Scrap already has a textbook knowledge of it. He also understands Yordrick's flowery cultural nonsense. So that being said, Micah, care to navigate and Broden care to drive?
Sure.
Here.
Can I find
Natural
a less,
20.
Can I find a less flowery book on blacksmithing to sleep on?
You've done your time.
I shall
But
do
in the future, absolutely.
It's on page 23.
Damn.
Truly, this took you guys like. Remember how it used to take half a day to get there?
Uh-huh.
2 hours later.
Mm.
Truly, a lot of it was just getting lost through the dragon forest. Now you know exactly where you are going.
Yeah. Hey, Dahlia is quiet for most of the trip. She just kind of seems to be like either paying attention to driving on the road or just kind of like sitting there, just kind of breathing in deeply, taking in all the sights again.
Ah, yes, different nature, finally.
Because it's summer now, right?
Yes, it is. It's been summer, yeah.
Yeah,
This whole
she's had
campaign's been in summer, actually.
she's had to spend the last 2 years in like early spring.
Yep. So
Oh no, your
it was.
allergies.
It was just a tiny bit too chilly,
Yeah.
but it is the best Melisandre could do.
I'm gonna say, considering we were going for a trip, AJ, I'm gonna bring that instrument with me as well.
Oh, yeah.
On this one, just particularly
So
since
you
we're
want to
not
describe?
expecting
You want to describe your bass guitar in a fantasy fashion?
in a fantasy fashion.
Your bass guitar?
The bass guitar, yes.
Truly, if it's a fish, you win.
It's just a fish.
It's a fish on a stick.
It's a vaguely fish shaped. It's got the little like tail fin at the very
Nah,
end
but
of it.
for real.
Yeah. It is going to be a fairly simple make. It's a dark sort of brown wood with this sort of white trim on it, going all of the way up, with some little metal bits at the very end there. Because I realize just how expensive instruments fucking are. So yeah, it's going to be made of
Yeah.
iron. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
Dear God, bards get so much crap at the start.
They need it.
I gave up a lot in terms of
Oh yeah.
instruments or proficiencies, though.
Oh yeah, no, I get it. And I think right now, if anything, all he's really working on is just tuning the thing in the back. I assume we brought the cart with, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mhm.
So just
Yeah,
riding in
that's
the
what you
back.
guys are riding in. Dahlia's up front.
He's
I'd
basically
imagine
just-
every time you like pluck it, Dahlia just from the front goes, too much, too little.
When did you learn to play?
Where did you learn how to fly?
Which one? Lyre, piano, Samishin?
What's Samishin?
It's
The Shaman. Say, Micah, you were just there when Vulcan gave Dahlia the shamisen.
He's not taking it out yet, though.
Yeah, no, but you were there when Vulcan gave it to her.
Okay.
So I could show you guys when we get to the camp.
So yeah, so you do get there. You get to the waterfall pond with that all too familiar cave behind it. You are, Dahlia, you can hear in your head the faint sounds of bones rattling and whips.
Mm.
At this point, it's a nostalgic sound of a fun time when you and your friends got into the dumbest thing you've ever seen.
Surely I should bring that up. It's like, you know, the story how we found this place is ridiculous, as well as the boars and that night watch was very awkward, but it was fun.
this is the Iron Cave from like the very first quest
Yes,
we went.
this is from episode
literally
2.
Yeah.
episode 2.
I believe
This is
Scraps
episode
talked about
2
it.
place.
I believe Scraps talked about it partially. This is where you dealt with self-whipping skeletons.
Yep, and probably the first time we ever got involved with messing with the cult. Oh, and a clay golem.
Oh, so
Demon
that's where
boars.
Scrap got that coal from.
I'm not sure if he got it from that one or the cheese one.
That's right. You have mentioned a cheese golem in that.
We messed with a
Mr.
lot of golems, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of miss them.
What sort of things did you guys get up to before you started
Well,
hunting
Broden,
down
good for
cults?
you. I still have these maps.
What sort of adventures did you all get up to before you started hunting cults?
Simple stuff. I mean, this one was just simply go mine out some iron. That was pretty fun. It was my first time for a real adventure. First night I had to stay up on watch. I mean, heard some idiot hit a tree in the middle of the night, going God knows how fast. Never really checked up on that one.
Must have been a really bad driver.
Yeah. Apparently there's massive trout in the river with the waterfall.
I don't know,
Well,
might
maybe
be good
after some hard work, we can relax by the pond and fish for a bit.
Sure. I'll set up camp if you guys want to take a look around.
Yes, I think this would be best served with Dahlia enjoying nature and the two muscle men carrying the heavy rocks. Now, Micah, I'm
Yeah.
going to allow a roll per block.
Okay. I am gonna use both. I'll use as many spell slots as I can get away with using to.
Oh, yeah, no, trust me, that
mark all
lowers
the
the DC
areas
a
off.
good bit. Like, that stops you from being like, well, it's definitely not there.
I mean, Micah, would you like a whipping?
So she'll bardic both of you as you go in. Or
Yeah.
actually,
Still
she'll
does not
bardic
want a whipping. No.
she'll bardic Yordrick, because Yordrick's the guy who should know.
Yeah,
where to
Peleus is
look.
there to be muscle.
Yeah.
You're just literally just gonna go around with different colored chalk and mark areas for what he detects, and then start digging.
So I'm going to need that, we're going to go with a survival roll or an athletics roll. Either way at advantage.
I'll do survival with advantage,
Yeah.
and then add my
Bardic.
bardic to it.
Oh, thank God. They're advantage.
You are
Yeah.
so lucky you brought Selkas.
It's a D8, right?
It's a D8 at advantage.
So that's gonna
you
be
jam roll, so that's a
25.
25. That is a pass. So, Micah, I am going to need a D10 for this one, because I now have a mining table.
Ah, you have a mining.
Another Bart. No. Can you imagine
I
you
have
could
another
bardic shit like
Shout
that?
from the distance into the mouth of the cave as loud as she can.
No.
Be inspired, be inspired.
Could you imagine you could like do anything besides just a D20? That'd be stupid.
Yeah, that would throw off a lot of things. I'm
It'd be
sure,
really broken. Yeah.
So, Mike, you have GM roll on.
apparently.
So that's an 8.
That's pretty good.
And for an 8, ooh, okay. One more D4, sir.
Okay. 4.
4. Wow.
Maximum that you find 4 whole amethysts.
Okay, I'm gonna put this in far and wide just so we have it written down.
Yes, they need to. These are raw and uncut, so they need to be cut before they can be appraised. Which you yourself can do, given your yep.
Given my yes.
Yes, given your yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that is what you find for the first block. But how about afterwards we go fishing? I really want to use these.
Yo,
Yeah,
fish
you've been
table.
talking about this fishing book for a while.
I bought it a year ago.
So while they were mining out, Dahlia's outside, bardicking up a harp and just starting to play it.
Yes, you are doing the very classic bardism.
Mhm.
Give me a performance check for your first roll with it. You are at peace in nature.
24.
Yeah, okay. You also roll a d10 for me. And you find some iron.
Hey,
You sit on a
8
rock. It's a giant diamond.
8 different woodland creatures have stopped to watch your performance. Various animals such as raccoons, squirrels, birds, the odd skunk possum.
And say she'll do that until they come out, and as they do, they see Dahlia strumming on this beautiful looking harp. As you see a second pair of like arms that are kind of like not how to put it, not real looking. Like you can see through them. Starting to pluck at different strings, kind of helping her play it.
Well, gentlemen, it's your reaction, not mine.
I mean, this is just as we come up out of the cave.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, Peleus, you're a little sweaty from helping Micah move through a bunch of rocks.
Who the heck is Micah?
The rocks.
Yeah.
Oh no. All the Formica everywhere.
If the cave was Micah, you would have fallen through it a long time ago. Yeah, so you help move so many rocks to get to these deposits of gems. Not a huge haul, but I'd say quality over quantity. And this is what you come out to.
I think kind of just distracted, I'm gonna like lay the rocks down and kind of just stay in silence. With that good of a roll, I think he's kind of just gonna sit there and enjoy it for a second.
Yordrick's just gonna try to not scare off the animals.
No roll necessary.
Just stand perfectly still.
Like a rock.
Yeah.
And eventually, this song kind of crescendos and then ends.
And you guys were in there for a couple hours. You know, you're covered in dirt, but Dahlia definitely had a lot of time to just zen out after being rushed back into corporeal form.
Yordrick would use prestidigitation to try and clean us up a bit, so we're not just sitting around in dirt and grime.
Bathe in the pond, too.
Yeah, we could do that too.
So you definitely sees like buckets of water that you could like wash yourself with that she's gotten
Yeah.
for everyone.
Dahlia has like your camp fully set up. There's a bath area. She dug a trench. You need a latrine.
Yeah, then
You do.
You do, and Dahlia takes care of business.
You don't want it near your camp. You don't want it too close or too far from your campsite.
Yep.
You know, Yordrick, prestidigitation is nice and all, but sometimes a real bath is better.
Oh yes, very much.
This is what Peleus dives into the water.
I mean, I'm gonna get down to the fucking shorts and just fucking get in. Yeah, may as well.
This splash. The water, the cool water feels very good on a hot day after a lot of sweaty work in a cave.
I still like the idea that Yordrick's clothes are kind of like tearaway just because the clip around the shell.
Yep.
So he just sort of grabs the shirt, pulls it off without it tearing or breaking, folds it off to the side, and then just walks into the water. Doesn't
forget
jump
this.
in, doesn't float, just walks straight in and goes
Wait.
completely submerged.
Wait, I forget. Does Yordrick wear pants or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good.
It's all internal, but he's a polite man.
I was gonna say, Dahlia would be going back in her tent if you guys were going for that.
Oh, no, you do not see Peleus' quarterstaff. Or
Quarterstaff.
great
My
I
point
think
is
you're
being
being
if
a-
you guys were just going skinny dipping, she was just gonna hang out in
Micah,
the tent
would
until
you
you're
prefer
done.
Great Club?
I was about to say, I think you're being a little underestimating their quarterstaff.
But
Anyways,
that's reach.
Well, a quarterstaff doesn't have reach.
Well, that's
And-
dumb.
Look, it's his glaive, anyways. Because it has the two-handed. Anyways, I'm done.
Anyways,
Moving on to this meter.
Sorry.
He is a tiefling. How sharp is it?
Oh.
Ah,
man,
Stop.
stop.
When is a D4 the next thing you roll?
we have the side chat for this. You want to talk about Peleus' dick? Do it there.
anyways, you're just sort of floating in the water, Peleus, where you see Yordrick's head just pop up. Not too terribly deep. This is nice.
No, it's fine.
His head then just goes back underneath the water.
It just sinks underneath like a fucking crocodile.
Kind of.
Dinner. He submerges, buries himself, and opens wide.
Does Dahlia just keep playing as we kind of come out and do that then?
No, you see her starting getting out some paint.
So, Yodrik, do we have to go back in, or are we done for the day?
There's a pause, and then he pops up out of the water. I think that's all we're going to find today. In all honesty, this area might be starting to go a bit dry between their mining, the skeletons mining, the one trip I made out here with Terry.
There you go.
I was gonna say Jeff, but I'm like, no, that's an actual person.
He's not in this game.
Yeah. This might be the last time we come out here.
Well, at least for mine. Otherwise, it's rather a beautiful spot.
Are you proficient with knowledge nature?
I am.
Roll it, but use your wisdom modifier.
Then it's going to be a +2 to whatever I roll.
Okay.
12.
12 is enough to get a gist. The mine is not completely drying out. It's just this is not going to be a primary source.
Mm-hmm.
Because you still haven't gone super duper deep.
Yeah, nor do we have like the infrastructure to go deep into a mine safely.
Exactly. Like you get the feeling there might be something deeper with your magic. That's why 12 was enough.
Hmm.
But you just don't know for certain at this time.
Unless we were to start a whole scale operation of mining out here, it would not really benefit us to risk it going deeper.
Well, if we don't absolutely need to. Besides, I think we made a pretty good haul.
I'd rather not get trapped in a mine again.
I'd rather never be trapped in one myself.
It's not good. It's very
I'd imagine.
claustrophobic, even if you're not claustrophobic.
I feel like being crushed by rocks is a rather cliche way to go out.
Well, I mean, if it hits your head, you're not going to feel anything.
I'd still rather not.
Oh no, I still don't recommend it.
So,
I'd be more fearful of the outcome of mine collapses. You can't get out. You're aware of that until you run out of oxygen or food.
morbid thoughts aside, Yodrik, how good of a fisher are you?
Very rarely did I do ice fishing back home.
Oh, so you have done it before.
Yes, it usually involved cutting out a hole in the frozen water, setting up a shack to protect us from the wind, and then waiting.
I feel like it's the same principle either way, although I don't think you're going to have to cut the water this time.
Hopefully we're not attacked by any armored bears this time.
I would hope not. Actually, no, that sounds like a lot of fun.
He just looks at you.
An
No.
Illyrian armored bear, Yodrik. Think about it.
I've seen what they can do to people.
What, an Illyrian armored bear?
No, a Wekingarian one.
No, well, this is a different breed.
How big are yours?
Mm.
Focus, don't you make lore while I'm distracted. Armored bears are specifically for the frozen hellscape.
I was wondering if we'd catch on.
I was doing other things.
Yeah, you're just kind of looking at you confused.
But
I
Celtic,
could.
you have another horror that I'm going to give to you.
I was gonna say, I could just be gaslighting Yordrik this entire time. He has an insight.
And on.
There, I gave you something. You have yours, let Micah have his. Broden just gets to pick a yokai, and I'll be like, okay.
Yeah.
You got a fucking Pokedex of evil.
So that's
Well-
what your horror is, Selkus.
Well, to be honest, Yordrik, we don't have armored bears. But we do have owls that will steal your dreams.
We have
Yes.
Bullshit, you're that nonchalant about that.
He's just
Yordrik-
kind of thinking about it, man. Like owls that will steal your dreams,
Mhm.
like in a literal or metaphysical sense.
As in, they'll trap you in a dream state. They land on your bed, on your headboard, over you, and they hypnotize you just as you're about to fall asleep. They trap you in a dream realm where you have to escape yourself. I've heard some people even die from it. They just go to sleep and never wake up.
They just naturally passed away.
That does sound very unfortunate, though. I guess without the perspective of the person, it doesn't sound like a rather gruesome death.
Oh, it's nightmares all the way until you're done.
Oh.
Truly, Tsukuyomi.
Who figured that one out?
Well, you see, this is why we don't sleep with our windows open in Leon.
Oh, bro, then that was Francois.
Mm.
Or my OC, Monster Manuel.
I don't think I've seen one in Illyria yet. But I could be wrong.
Say yet?
Well, we can only hope that the armored bears never migrate out here. That or the Haunces.
I'd hope not.
Yeah, Mikey got 2 man-made horrors.
I could start pulling from Nordic mythology if I wanted to, but I'm not
I-
sure how much AJ's going for, like, Jormungand or Fenrir and whatnot.
Dahlia's got an
Message me about
entire.
it.
It just got an entire book for what could be in Dahlia's country that we run into.
Yeah. Which does have Godzilla.
Yeah.
Huh?
And
Yeah.
Mothra and Kong.
Yo! Oh, I wanted to go King Kong on Godzilla. God damn it.
You still can.
One day.
You just have to take out the first one, and then you are the king.
This King Kong does have a hat.
Oh.
Yo!
How gentlemanly of him.
A crown, even.
Yo. Truly King Kong.
Yeah.
Mm.
So, after that conversation, I hate to undercut, but
No, go ahead. We're making small
yeah,
stuff.
Dahlia, just, you see her doing a very, very amazing painting of a man cartoonishly crashing a cart into a tree and almost subconsciously kind of looks like Peleus, only vaguely. It could be shadows or it could be him.
It's a black dragonborn.
Okay.
I don't know.
All
If you
right.
squint really hard, it's got horns, it's dark skin. Yeah, no, it makes sense. Basically Peleus.
Yes, you see that he's just flung
Subcon-
through, face faulted like a scene out of the Goofy movie.
I subconsciously rub the back of my head. Oh, that's a big ape, AJ.
Yes.
All right. And done.
What is this a painting
Where
of?
did the inspiration for that one come from?
The idiot that ran into the tree in the middle of the night.
Alright.
So he must have hit that fucker hard too, because like we tried to go see if they were all right in the morning, and like they were a distance away. So you know they messed up.
How did you even hear them?
Mm.
Don't mind me just looking through my yokai book. I have the skeleton that all you can do is let it burn itself out. I have the stats.
Oh, that's funny. All right,
Please continue.
hold on right there. I'm gonna change it to a bathing suit, then I'm coming swimming.
Oh, alright.
I'm saying about 5 minutes she comes back out in this like
Yes. Back to swimsuit Dahlia.
it's a different swimsuit. It's actually a one-piece
Oh.
swimsuit with a little skirt on it.
Oh, that's nice.
And now for the cannonball. And she kind of holds out her arms. You just see the 2 spectral wings come out her back. Goes, this is gonna be awesome. And she just starts flying up in the air, really
Yeah.
high up.
Flies up, dash,
dive
just
bombing.
up.
Yodrick.
Any last words before it hits?
Yeah,
I just imagine Yordrick is walking on the bottom of the lake, just sort of perusing around, and then he sort of pops up to catch breath, and then this happens.
Creation Bard ink spills out as well. It's just a literal cannonball.
Yep.
Now we're
Really.
just flying down at a massive speed towards
I
the
just-
water.
Before this
Okay.
happens, I'd mumble a prayer, but I feel like that'd make this worse.
Yordrick just pops
Okay.
out of the water. There's a large shadow over him.
Been an honor, sir.
My thoughts of Dahlia pulls out an actual cannon did not be in vain.
As yes, you exchange a look of, it's been an honor, sir.
Just absolute confusion there for a moment.
A
the
cartoonishly
artillery.
big splash, and thankfully, all the water goes right back into the pond.
He kind of just comes back out from underneath. That was fun.
That was certainly something.
Yordrick just pops out of the water holding the cannonball as it's slowly disappearing. Was this spot actually necessary?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
He just throws it over his shoulder with a large clattering noise. Okay then.
Dissolves the paint.
So, Dahlia, are you alright?
Yeah.
It's just the last time I remember us all at the beach, you had a bit of a thing with water.
Oh, yeah. No, I had a talk with me for like, a while, and we slowly got over it. And this is like a little pond. It's not like a racing,
Right.
river.
Does this mean if we ever see your cousin, we're not to exact revenge? We do know
Oh,
what he looks like now.
What?
So I'm still punching him in the face.
Why? Oh, fair enough.
We did see a painting of him. We know what he looks like now.
So, Yordrick, that's the go-ahead we were waiting for right there. If we are ever in Narabani.
I do want one chance to fight him, though.
Oh, you can
You're a
join in
fighter
too.
of any-
We can make this a group thing if you want. I'm totally down for that.
No, it'd probably be a good thing to see how far I can get against him on my own.
Is he a fighter of any renown himself?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he is military.
He's an Ansatsuken.
Oh, I could
You
cause an
say-
international incident. That would be fantastic.
Well, we ever have to deal with what Flora's thing is, we'll probably already cause an international incident, so it's like 2.
Yordrick just kind of looks between the both of you. I think Scrap and I are the only ones who can't cause an international incident. We don't have any direct affiliation with anything.
I mean, I technically don't either.
Well, yours isn't quite direct, but
I don't think Flora does either. I think I'm the only one who can cause incidents.
well, her being part of a military and all that, and apparently the
But
whole
she's
thing with
ex-military now.
Now, to be fair, and, well, doesn't your country typically like wars because they profit?
That's actually applicable to
Say
both
that.
of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, who do you look
just
to?
kind of
when you-
look between both of us. Who are you speaking to?
Yes.
The room.
Hmm.
I mean, I
So-
know my country mainly just wants to be left alone half the time.
Lycangar is mainly just full of a bunch of stubborn survivors. And sometimes survival involved taking from others. For some people, anyways.
If I recall correctly, it's usually the other way around, with Vera's usually on the offensive.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because your country typically, like, attacks... Or wait, no. Yours raids, and yours just kind of... I don't know why yours fights.
There are groups of raiders from my country. Yes.
Truly not all Yordricks.
Dahlia, please, if I have to explain the intricacies of Leonian nobility, we're going to be here for a while.
I really don't
We
care
are
about
going to be here
Leonian
for a while.
nobility.
You're going to stop pruning if I have to fucking explain all of that. I can't stand it.
Truly, wartime. Here's what wartime economy is.
Oh god, I never want to live in Leon.
The
Suffice
funny
it to
part is, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a beautiful country, but
Yeah,
at the
it's an
same time-
actually beautiful place to live.
If it's like France, yeah, that's gonna inspire some fucking works of art and shit. It's an absolutely wonderful nation, but honestly, I have my problems with how things are run sometimes.
Well, this is enough water for me for like 5 years.
So, which of you fine folks would like to go fishing in their particular style?
I will attempt.
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
would you like to wisdom fish or strength fish?
I will try wisdom fishing first because
So that's
that
your
is
basic fishing.
yeah.
That is, rod and reel with the bamboo poles given to you by Vulcan. Now, Selkus, would you like to strength fish or wisdom
Yes.
fish or charisma fish?
Let's go.
I would like to
punch.
strength fish, yes.
Okay,
Open
as that
quick.
is noodling,
Yes.
I'm going to say, Peleus, you walk out and you find some disgusting carcass and you just glide your hand right in there. It's how she goes. And Dahlia, what would you like to use? Charisma fishing, perhaps?
Charisma fishing, and I know how she's gonna do it for a
Yes,
little bit more
so-
pizzazz.
For the listeners, charisma fishing style involves using illusions and other magics called enchanted fishing. And for that, what was Dahlia going to do for enchanted fishing?
You see her just draw a little like a very sparkly, cartoonishly female fish on the ground. Like it has eyelashes and everything. It's
Gonna
brightly
Bugs Bunny
colored.
again.
It's that
And-
one fish from SpongeBob.
Yeah, and she kind of pulls it up, puts it on a hook, and you can see it kind of slowly moving, and it's just like it almost has like a little sound to it. If anyone could speak fish, you would know it would be saying, "Hey, big boy, what you doing here?"
So, that being said, each person fishing, please roll a D100.
92.
Very good.
Oh,
62.
Very good.
78.
I like to imagine everyone looks at Dahlia's and goes, "That can't work. Come
Now,
on."
who'd like to go first?
I will go
That's it.
last.
Okay, Yordrick, you go first. You're doing the normie fishing.
Okay, so Yordrick, please roll a very easy survival check.
Yeah, 9.
Wow, you actually failed.
Okay.
But you get 3 attempts.
Okay.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, 11.
That passes as you get as you originally like nothing's happening. You get one and lose it. Then you get one again and you're able to keep fighting with it. You get one more try and you need another pass to win.
Okay. 11.
You met the DC. Let me actually get to the right page with your fish, which is called a Reed Watcher Pleco. Hold on, it's in here. Where? Oh yes, the fish appendix.
As opposed to the fish spleen.
No, it's the fish glossary.
Do you know how actually nutritious fish eyes are?
So, yes, they've actually incredibly. So, Micah, roll a d4. Let's see the weight of your fish.
Ooh.
An average 2-pound fish. So a pleco, for those who know, is a type of catfish it's that sucker fish. They usually have armored-like plating over their heads and upper bodies. This particular variety is known for possessing a plating that is both firm and flexible. If you catch enough of these, they can actually be made into light armor.
Wow.
Huh.
Oh yeah, no, if you ever tried to carve into a pleco fish, their scales are tough.
I feel like
So yeah, you
They-
get
they
a
smell.
little black. So it is a dark green fish with little white spots that look like eyeballs. Hence why Reed Watcher. So Micah pulls up his first fish.
I guess I'll go next then.
I didn't know if there was gonna be reaction or celebration from
Oh.
Yordrick pulling up a fish.
Okay. Sorry.
Well, I wasn't sure if we were doing this like all at once, like simultaneously,
well,
or just one at a time.
We'll
imagine
the one-
Dahlia sitting there kind of just clapping, nodding at him like, "Wow."
If you did all 3 of these methods
there
at
we
once,
go.
things might get a little weird in the water.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
fair.
then, if when Yordrick pulls that out, it's like,
I think if we're
quite-
eating,
I
Mhm.
believe so, but it will involve cutting into it and descaling it. Not exactly a lot, though. I'm not sure if it'll feed all three of us to any degree.
AJ,
I
is
mean,
that the
that's why
right
we're all
one?
fishing.
That's the right fish. Thank you, Toma. Toma's providing fish pictures.
Thank you, Toma.
And now we're gonna go with Selkas. Selkas, you had 62. Let me get to the table because I'm jumping back and forth a lot in this book.
All right.
Be really funny. 92. It's a whale.
Whale lords
Just-
out of the river.
How did you get that? I don't know.
Okay. Now you only have one attempt to win.
Oh no.
You got
Wait,
this.
62. Sorry. No, I'm correct. You still have only one attempt. Are you proficient in survival at all?
Yes.
Bardic.
Okay. Roll survival and use your strength modifier.
Okay. Yeah, 17. I'll
You
add
already
the
win.
bardic.
Awesome.
Oh.
You gotta earn one.
Don't need to use it. Don't need
Okay.
it.
Yeah. That is called a Siren Tetra. Let me get the thing.
Just start singing. We all get drawn towards the water.
Oh no.
It is a very, as you are holding your hand under that water, wiggling and wiggling, just waiting for something to bite on it, you're able to grab something that tickles your palm, and as you pull it out, it is no bigger than a gold coin. This brilliant colored fish can be found in many freshwater ponds and streams. It has long flowing filaments from its fins that resemble hair of a siren swimming beneath the surface, causing it to be the source of many legends amongst forest villagers. But it's a very popular aquarium fish. Or you can use it for lures.
It's a bait fish.
Truly, he just catches like one of those like wispy little ones you find, colorful ones in the pet store. It's that. You just
You see Dahlia eyes light up and goes, "We should make an at-home aquarium."
now.
Where
Do
would
you let it go or do you keep it?
You can use it for bait.
Yodrick, why don't you give this a try? Maybe see if you can pull something bigger up.
I
Possibly.
think this is the right one.
I think I found one.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yep.
Just a lot wispier.
All right.
Now magic
go.
fishing.
I'll toss it to Yodrick.
92.
Gotta work the pole. Gotta work it. Come on. She's just kind of just
Ooh,
waving it.
Dahlia got the rarest fish, second rarest fish on the table.
She's waving it back and forth slightly. Just.
Now, Dahlia, you get 2 attempts and you must succeed at them both.
Oh shit.
Yes. So roll survival with charisma. So if you're not proficient, raw charisma.
15.
15.
Oh, that's still GM'd. Sorry.
That's fine. 15 is a pass, as something seems to be swimming around and nibbling at your special lure. Take your second attempt and last.
Their special quote-unquote lure.
23.
Success. As you pull up what's called a dryad fish. It's almost indistinguishable from a weird clump of moss and branches at the top until you finally look at it head on or at the side. Its fins and tail resemble vines and foliage just drifting across the water. Its overall color is reminiscent of moss-covered bark. This leads to it often being mistaken for driftwood. It is valued by alchemists, sharing the same properties as potent ingredients. Roll a d6.
2.
That's a 7-pound fish. Yeah, and that is fishing now.
She just kind of holds it up. Guys!
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dahlia got a magic
What are you
fish
doing?
with her magic lure.
What is that thing?
You caught grass?
Don't. No, it's a fish. She pokes it. And it
Yeah,
whistles.
folks, it's magic carps out, and she shows it to you head on. Now it looks like a fish.
That's
Quick.
kind of just looks at the
Quick.
pond. What is that
Go
doing
get-
in here?
Go get a giant thing of water.
We have
Do we have-
buckets.
Get a bucket
Yodrick,
of
bring
water.
A bucket?
Or just
Who'd
hold
let-
out a bucket.
Puts in the bucket of water.
Who would like to roll a knowledge nature?
I'll attempt.
Yeah, sure.
I mean,
I mean, if it's about how the fish won't survive in a bucket of
Died.
water, I already know that.
Yeah, natural 1 for a total of 0.
Micah. Micah, you're
23.
the only one who knows that fish will die in stagnant water.
Dahlia, I hate to tell you this, but we can't get this back to the house if that was your intention. it will die. It will use up all the air it has in the water.
Closest thing I could find.
Thank you, Toma.
How do ponds freeze you water?
I point to the waterfall.
Oh.
Dramatic and point.
Alright, fine. We'll cook it up.
Do you know how to cook this fish?
I is master of all fish.
Oh.
Takes out knife. We're gonna find out.
Didn't you say it could be used for ingredients for stuff?
It can, but you're not there, and you're not allowed to influence nothing. So they're eating it,
You're right. It can be used for ingredients, like in this.
I
dish.
mean,
like in this soup.
I will say she's gonna try to save some parts from this thing simply for the fact of it is a unique fish.
Yeah. I'll let you take like the fins off of it. You can't eat them anyway.
Yeah, fins, some of the scales from the.
Now, are we
Fish.
going sashimi? Damn, I almost squirrely danned it. Sashimi, fish stew, grilled fish. What is your play, madame?
Better than what happens to sharks.
She would recommend to the group, like a fish stew probably because it should be able to be hearty. We could put other stuff with it in case the fish itself isn't the most edible.
All right. So you give me a cook's tools check.
Oh boy. Hey, I'll use my reroll.
Yeah, that's fine. You're not gonna need one.
16.
That's much better. As Dahlia is able to scale, carve, and just completely gut these fish, I assume you throw the guts back in the water.
She'll save whatever she can. Again, this thing is kind of like an anomaly to her, so she's like,
Oh, this is for Micah's fish too. This
Oh.
is both. Because Micah, I assume your intent was to eat it, not catch a bunch of them and make a vest.
Yeah, he wasn't planning on doing that.
Yeah, so you're able. I didn't know if he kept the guts for I don't know, a place to stick his hand in.
I'm not doing that again. It wasn't worth it.
Yeah, you can always use the regular fishing.
But that's lame. I want to wrestle him.
Sorry, you get noodling or nothing.
yeah,
but
no, I
as you're
agree
able
with you, Toma.
Yeah.
Yep.
As you're able to take some herbs and some potatoes and make a very simple, great campfire stew, you know?
For reference for anyone who's listening but not actually watching, don't just make sushi out of any fish.
Yeah,
Please
Yeah.
know if it's sushi grade. Most freshwater fish, no.
Yeah. They have very high standards for a reason.
hmm Salmon can be sushi grade, but you have to know where it comes from. Can be.
Yeah, just like our steaks can be eaten raw. You
In quotation
probably,
marks.
yeah, you probably shouldn't unless you absolutely know it's clean.
Now, Broden, are you camping, or are you cozy cabining? I would understand if you camped because you spent 2 years in a cozy cabin.
Yeah, she's camping.
Okay. As everyone eats, I will say you do believe this area to be safe. Do you choose to watch still?
I think I'd still keep watch. I'm a little bit paranoid now.
That's fine.
Probably.
It's completely optional if Dahlia wants, but Dahlia can sleep and not watch if she wants.
Dahlia not having to keep watch for 2 years, I think she's gonna keep not taking watch because she's like,
Yeah, you're not used to it anymore.
yeah.
All right, so perception checks from Tweedledum and Tweedlegreen.
Yeah.
That's why you're
Hey.
Tweedledum. An 8.
Yeah, 12.
Not that much better.
Hell, I see
Uh,
her and I was just thinking
Green.
about the tree thing.
Yes, you're Tweedlegreen.
Huh.
Yeah, Peleus, your mind is on that tree picture, and it's a little too familiar. So, you don't see anything. Now, Yordrick, you are too busy trying to assess how long you can mine here till it's not worth it anymore. So that does keep you distracted.
Okay.
And that happens, and let me just take a look at something. No, not that sheet. Very interesting, very interesting. Micah, roll a d8.
Okay.
You see a bunch of bandits. You want to make a deal that you give them their shit.
I am going to murder somebody.
Micah, you're out 6 silver pieces.
Excuse me?
You've been robbed.
By who?
You don't know, Mr. 12.
Yo, it totally straps, brother.
Like, how do I become aware of this, or is just this
No,
information?
it's just above game. Next time you go to check your wallet, you will be out 6 silver. Yordrick does not know he was robbed.
Okay.
So do not let that influence anything with paranoia. The next mining day, as you stretch, you finish off that fish soup because that's kind of what happens when you're survival camping.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Except Dahlia has rice.
Yeah, she always carries some rice with her.
Yep.
Dahlia, do you want to try mining with us today?
No.
I like that. No.
Okay.
So Micah,
I'm
why
gonna
don't
try
you-
to get us more food. But good luck with that. Take Bardic.
Tomo, what did you do now?
It's a shiny D8 because he lost money.
Is that it? What is the symbols on there?
It's a D8, Micah. Don't read into it.
Unimportant.
Yeah,
It doesn't
unimportant.
matter.
So Micah, let's see what you can dig up today with Mr. Peleus Monkeyman.
So another survival with advantage.
Yes, sir.
1, 2, 3. Hit.
Yep.
And then hit. A 26.
I didn't hear it, but I'll allow it.
Didn't hear what?
Him say Bardic, but you pass him.
I did say
I-
Bardic.
I'm
say
doing a
Bardic.
bit. I am truly doing a bit right now.
Okay.
That's what I said. That's why I prefaced it with he passes anyway. Micah, roll another d10 for the mining table. If it's an... Actually, yeah, no, there will be no roll agains.
Okay. 7.
Oh, so close to empty rock. 2d10, please.
Yeah. 5
Okay.
and 2.
As through your tribulations, trials, and swinging a stick, almost clubbing Peleus right in his kneecap,
I need that.
he needs that to flee from you. You find a small vein of silver ore, extracting 7 whole pounds of it.
Ooh.
It almost makes up for the robbery.
Mhm.
I loved the swinging a stick bit.
Gas powered stick.
I need that to flee from you. Okay, Dahlia, if that's what you'd like to do, Dahlia, roll me a survival check. And are you hunting for big game or something smaller like a rabbit?
Nothing smaller like a rabbit. We don't need that much meat.
Nope.
Well,
That's enough to get a rabbit. As you're
Secret that
stalking
we're
through
working, man.
you are a lot more in tune with nature at the moment, given your long exposure. Almost finding it more comfortable than cities. You're stalking through the brush, and as you pull back on your longbow, an arrow flies loose, and you hear a "Wheat!" as you stick it right through the neck of a rabbit.
sorry, but we need to eat. Don't worry, I will use your fur for some nice, I don't know, boots. At least it's using it.
Yeah, you will use the fur.
Yeah.
Yes, as you clean gut and skin the rabbit, gentlemen, you walk out to the smell of, I assume what, you're just grilling it over the fire?
Yeah, I was saying, a grilling of the
Yeah.
rabbit, yeah.
Yeah, you're grilling the rabbit over the fire after making it nice and spicy. Gentlemen, you come out to the smell of smoked meat, hoisting up rocks of silver.
We'll say it's a rabbit curry.
That's fine, that's great.
Well, looks
like
like
to-
we both had a productive day.
Would anyone
Yes,
like
I do
to
believe
one-
this will help.
You know what? Leave it in the Discord. Stop doing shtick.
I love it though, but
Yeah.
Hopefully this will help with Flora's concerns about finances.
Would any of you gentlemen like to fish again?
I'll try. Yeah.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
fishing again. I'm determined.
Please
I will
do.
try strength this time.
Okay,
So
you're
do you
both
want-
noodling.
only if I have
As you take the rabbit guts and...
say, only if I have time to do the painting as well. Otherwise, she's
I
just
will
doing
say you have to
painting.
pick one or the other.
She's just doing painting then.
Okay.
All right, 1d100, right?
1d100. It's not your best work.
39.
Ah, 39, you see.
Ooh.
Yes.
Out of curiosity, I'm just gonna roll to see what I would have gotten.
That peaked way out there.
That's
Yeah.
an even rarer fish.
Look
That's
at
the
that.
rarest fish on the table.
Mhm.
Damn, AJ.
You should have gone fishing.
She's better at painting.
Are you sure? Because you got the rarest fucking fish the last time.
Second to rarest. Now it would have
Second
been the
rarest.
rarest.
Now you would have gotten the rarest. Yeah.
Falcus, roll another D100 as you've caught junk.
Yo, what kind of junk did I get? Is
Let's
this like
find
$30
out.
junk? 72.
72. You find the lost lunchbox.
Yes.
A lacquered lunchbox with a picture of a smiling blonde goblin on the lid, and neatly separated compartments inside. It looks like it could fit a meal with all the necessary food groups.
That's not the worst thing.
You find a little unused lunchbox.
You could get that fucker restored and use it.
Yes, you can.
Probably stole scrap sandwiches or something in this.
And Micah, Micah, I need a survival check for you. Sorry, for
Okay.
using your strength.
You got an actual fish.
Gonna
You
be
have
the
one
same
attempt.
roll. It's gonna be the same roll.
Yep,
All right.
you have one try.
Yeah, 15.
That's a pass.
Okay then.
As you hold your hand out, and Play's just telling you, no, just hold still. You gotta let the fish get into your hand and grab it. This one has a picture. As something
Sweet.
cold and slimy goes across your hands, you instinctively grasp it down, and if you look in the Far and Wide 2, The Return of Cooler's Revenge, The Reckoning, you find this.
Ugh.
Frog.
A Feywood salamander. It shimmers like a rainbow, but it does not even weigh a pound.
They.
I'm just looking at this thing. Do I have any?
Chocolate!
Did it just say something?
No.
Okay. So I just
No,
have this.
It is so unfortunately just a lizard.
Give me a
I imagine
kiss
it
and I'll
like
make you a
fit onto
wish.
one of my claws, and then I just wrap my hand around it, and I'm just holding this thing in my hand.
It struggles and wiggles.
It's not really a fish, but I mean, you've got the spirit. Then again, neither is this.
Very-
I hold up the lunchbox.
I kind of look at this thing. What is it?
It looks like a lizard, amphibian.
Salamander.
Right, that.
It's very colorful, though.
Pretty.
Hmm.
Is it?
Oh yeah. Do you have
poisonous?
any idea of what this is? Unless I'm
Cool.
allowed to make a check, AJ.
Yeah, you so are.
Okay, what do I roll?
Knowledge nature.
So, can anyone with nature do it?
Yeah, no, this is just free.
16.
12.
It's just a little salamander.
Salamander?
A neat little dude.
Colorful little,
I guess it
colorful
has
little
a-
fella.
Yeah, fun guy.
I guess it had a strange birthing, considering it has two tails. Kind of just
No, it
look
doesn't.
down at.
No, it does
No, it
not.
does not.
It only has one.
Is it? Oh, is it just? Oh, it's just curled up. Never mind.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, I thought that was two tails on it.
Yeah, no, Yordrick says it.
What?
You rolled a 12. That's what you say.
Eldritch, that's-
Yodrick? There's only one.
Oh, it was curled around from my perspective.
Trick, do you know what a minute is?
I don't.
What are you gonna do with... Is that a lunchbox?
Yes, it is. There's a neat little goblin on it. I
A
found it in
smiling,
book.
beautiful blonde goblin waifu.
Huh.
It's a
Damn it,
fucking
take it...
short stick.
Genuinely, is it? Are you...
I'm not doing a bit. Give me 1 minute. You keep going.
You know, if you take that over to the Narabani district, maybe that thing actually has some worth to it.
That might be. We can maybe get it
Maybe it's a
restored,
collector
but-
item someone lost. Who knows?
Oh, that's a good point. you
I
know.
kind of look up to the waterfall. Look up to the waterfall. Where does that water come from exactly? What's upriver from here?
River.
Small river.
Hmm.
Probably goes up some hill to a mountain spring or something.
I wonder if there's a village further up that this came from.
That might be a village. I don't know if there's anything settled up there.
Yeah.
Or could have just been someone passing by, left something behind. Who knows? I don't know how old this thing is.
So we did fight a guy here who was part of the cult. Maybe it was his lunchbox.
Yeah, shot in the dark. One of them had a sandwich.
Maybe. We're just having this whole conversation while the salamander's in my hand, just looking between everyone talking.
It is. It is gasping and struggling.
God, I was really
Are we-
hoping that archaeology feature I have could apply to this lunchbox, but unfortunately, no.
Yordrick?
Archaeology feature?
Yes.
Yordrick?
Yes.
Are we gonna eat it, or are you just gonna let it suffocate to death?
Well,
Are you going to try to? Keep
I'm
it
unsure of how to prepare a salamander, and due to its bright coloration, I fear it may have some sort of toxin in it. So
Micah, it's also not even a pound.
Okay. Also, it does not seem worth the effort for something of this size. I'm just going to return it to the water and let it be on its way.
Okay.
And
I'll
it
just-
swims away.
I'll just dip my hand in the water and let it go.
It quickly swims away, burying itself back into the dirt.
Dahlia looks at Peleus. Yeah. I think I caught what I could catch. I probably would have just caught a lunch pail as well.
And we'd have
You
two
can't-
lunchboxes.
Ah, damn it, you're right.
What
Say-
were you up to? What were you up to?
I was trying this mediocre painting. I was trying to draw the fish from yesterday. Did not go well.
It was a lot of intricate details,
Well, that's
and
what
you
was
only got the
wrong.
briefest of look.
Maybe you can try to catch another one tomorrow. Have something live to actually look at while you do it.
We go back tomorrow, don't we?
I mean, this was day to day, or was that?
No,
the
this
whole-
was block to block. So
Block
yeah.
to block.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, yeah. You said mining day, so I was.
Well,
confused.
we
Never mind.
can try again another time.
Oh, place is fine enough. I wouldn't mind coming out here again.
Did Flora seem angry when we left? She didn't come over and say hi.
I may have chatted with her a bit,
What do you mean?
a little.
Mm,
I was mad that she left you alone.
maybe
thought
it wasn't.
With you, and she was
Maybe
going to
it
stay.
wasn't the brightest idea, but I mean, to be fair, some of that blame's on me as well. I did ask her to take me.
Maybe,
In
but I-
in her defense, she did say in front of everyone we did mention this, and none of you voiced a concern.
I have many concerns when it comes to Faye.
And yet you didn't voice them.
I don't think I was.
I think everyone was there for that conversation.
Yeah, we were all there.
Truly,
Yeah,
you
we
were.
were all there.
I mean, I don't blame any of you for, the whole thing. I don't even know what Flora had to do to get me in there in the first place.
Actually, is a good. Did she leave you with anyone there, or?
You said you didn't give anything. I may need to ask her what she gave in payment.
Then to whom?
Because people can
She's-
just wander into the Feywild at random. To have a way in is not so easy.
I don't know. Just be careful. I know that technically me and her can't talk about everything, so I like Scrap. Because of this whole, she kind of does like that, like the Jack Sparrow like finger wave thing.
Yeah.
She does that. She goes, psychic thing.
Hmm.
Am I the only one who doesn't rely on contracts for secrets all the time?
I don't like contracts.
I don't know,
I don't
glorified sorcerer, do you?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to be fair, Peleus, technically, you're in a contract, but similar to me, just not one that you agreed to. Someone else did that for you.
Anything, police is the result.
Mhm. a little bit different for me, but either way.
Mm.
We'll talk. I was a bit upset at the time. You came back. You looked like you'd been through a lot. I said some things to Flora. Maybe I was justified, maybe I wasn't, but it's just... There's been a lot of things lately. Let's just go.
So,
Okay.
that being said, we're gonna do a bit of a flashback. Meanwhile, back at the ranch,
Mhm.
we're gonna cut straight to Flora right after Peleus was a dick about it.
Yeah! Turn it around on me, cat. Let's go!
That's I don't know how to feel about that.
Turn it out. So, Flora,
Two hops this time.
none for you.
Side and left.
Anyways.
Don't undercut the drama. We've had this discussion. So, Kat, Flora, you are stomping up the stairs to your bedroom. Peleus just unfairly bit your head off after doing what your friend asked. An act that you truly thought was in her best interest. What exactly is going through your head as you're storming up these stairs?
Hmm.
Knowing they'll be gone for 4 days.
Well, they'll be gone. And, she's hit fuck it mode. She's kind of wandering in her room right now, mumbling to herself. I try. I don't know why I try, but I keep trying. Doesn't ever seem fucking good enough, and she's digging through her bag, pulling out bottles of liquor.
Oh no.
Yeah!
Do I have to mute you? Continue, Kat.
And, kind of just starts, almost like a teenager, kind of just tossing stuff in her room a bit.
Yeah, you're just throwing around, I assume, things that don't break. Or do you want to break something?
Kinda does.
Want to roll about it?
Sure. Roll about it.
Wisdom saving throw, DC 14.
Wait. Ah.
5. You got anything Peleus made for you? Or something?
The only thing she has would be one of the empty clay vessels that he made for her wine.
You want to smash it?
Yeah.
You are mad at him.
Yeah, she'll pick that vase up and just throw it against the wall.
Yep. As smash, it is now shards on your bedroom floor.
And, as she gets about halfway through that first bottle, she picks up her bag, bottles clanking away in it, and, makes her way out of the house.
Okay.
Well, I hear smash.
Perception check. It's two floors between you. You're in the basement perfecting a potion.
Yeah. 10.
Nope. You don't know she's gone.
Continue.
Continue, Kat. So you storm out the door. Do you go towards town? Do you just walk into the woods? What do you do? This is... I say, with the time you spend drinking, this will be about midday. Or we can hard cut tonight for dramatic effect.
I think she'd head into town with the intention of probably going to one of the bars. And she's probably gonna get about halfway there, another bottle down, and goes,
And goes.
she's pacing on the road for a bit.
Okay. And let me dust off my bars list. One moment. I like that one, Toma. Sorry, it's a Google Doc, not a spreadsheet. Yes, as you're pacing back and forth, what kind of bar are you looking for?
I'm looking for the seediest, slummiest place I can find. I want to go somewhere nobody's gonna find me.
Oh, give me a minute. That one's deep, but I have it. So you wander and wander into poorer and ear parts of town. Thankfully, you are an armed woman. As you find a place, sign barely carved in, called the Broken Cask. It has the sense of decay, desperation, and despair oozing out of it. This is where you found Celeste.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna...
I'm going to roll an area-based intimidation check against you. You get, let's just say, some unsavory looks in here. Because things ain't sunshine and rainbows, kids. 23. You're not scared out. That is just how uncomfortable you're going to be. But that will go away with alcohol. They don't even seem to care as you bring out a bottle from your own bag and just start inhaling. Thoughts? Because you definitely don't feel safe.
kind of look around. This is... right?
Who are you writing to? Ryan making commentary.
The man in the background.
Just kind of second guessing it a bit. Probably sitting over there in a corner somewhere like, I'm mad, but if they find me in a place like this, they're just gonna kill me.
So don't let them find you, but you know they're gonna be gone for a few days.
Timing of the child.
Yes. Do you need a moment? Take that as a yes.
I made a
Do
fuck
we
you
want
Wookie.
to take a break?
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
No, you gotta let the drama simmer.
Nope.
I can't wait for Cedric to get back.
I cannot wait for Peleus to have made the eternal fucky wucky.
We're somehow all
The
gonna
current
kill
one,
each
is
other
she
one day.
dead?
No, they're just gonna know a very specialized permanent version of the reduce spell.
No. Wait,
Well,
wait,
he
wait,
doesn't really
wait.
need that. He can already take limbs off from
That
him.
can stack.
Oh.
I mean, that will count as a limb. He can't remove that.
Yeah, so he could just do the limb removal
You
spell
can
on
just
him.
Ken doll his ass.
Oh no.
The funny part
Okay.
is
Okay.
okay.
I'm gonna use it as a
So,
weapon.
Kat, yes. You know that they're not gonna find you here. You have that certainty. How many? What? So you drinking one? How many bottles down would you like to be before something happens?
In a place like this, at least 2.5, 3. Probably working on the third one.
Okay, anything wisdom based is now disadvantage minus a d6.
Good lord. Okay.
I'm sorry, 3 straight bottles of vodka. Okay, I'll let your con save out of this. Go ahead, try me.
Oh boy.
Disadvantage, you're depressed. You're sad drinking, you don't care about consequences.
Yeah, 12?
Unfortunate. Real unfortunate for you. As you are now approached by somebody, in your drunken haze, you can't even get a good description of it. And they just calmly sit down across from you, and in a female voice, you just hear, "Someone's not looking too nice."
And do you care why?
I care about something interesting, and way more interesting than these people scraping by on manual labor and minimum wage. You are a new face, clearly a woman of means. Bringing you here, something deliciously tragic must have happened.
That would be the case.
Tell me, do you like feeling this way?
Does anyone?
Well, some do, but they're weird.
Well,
For a small fee, I'd be willing to help you take the edge off. You're clearly an experienced drinker, so where's the fun?
the fun is seeing how much it takes for me to not feel anymore.
Oh, I have something for that. But you have to be willing to try it. 2 things for that, actually.
Forgive me. Actually, never mind. I don't care. I don't really have the patience for this right now.
Then I'll skip the dramatics. Most people enjoy it. She just literally puts a small vial of sparkling powder on the table. Sniff this right up your nose. You're not gonna feel any of this sadness for a few days. Cheap too.
I have to ask above game, can I make a roll because she knows what.
Wisdom save out of not doing coke.
Yeah, with Celeste and everything.
Remember the disadvantage.
And minus d6.
And minus d6.
Oh my god.
Good lord.
That's the one. Well, time to see what your boyfriend's product is all about.
So you guys know how veterans have a history of drug abuse?
Yeah.
Someone give us a small PSA while I come up with something.
The answer is that when the veterans don't get a proper support structure from the people that they know and love in their lives from before they were deployed, this sort of shit happens all the time. Please be nice to our veterans and please support them when they need it.
I feel like Dahlia was very supportive and
No, you
Friendly.
are, but we're just saying, hey, everybody out there.
I know.
Thank you, Toma. That actually gave me just enough time. So, yeah, Kat, this seems like a fantastic idea. And she's willing for 3 silver to give you this. 1 line. Actually, that's enough for 2 lines of it.
Oh, fuck it. Let's give him more reasons to be mad at me.
Sweet! And Flora does coke! Finally, one of you falls for it. As you put on the table, and she even helps you as you snort pixie dust square into the nose. Oh, Scrap is typing. You immediately experience a sense of euphoria, increased confidence, and energy. Like this just took your sad depression and kicked it out of the room. Yeah. So let's hear some hyperactive Flora. First time on coke.
Oh God. Put me on the spot.
Yeah. Isn't that the whole point of this game?
Improv.
Yeah, improv. Improv for the one who's the worst at it.
You're never gonna get better unless you do it.
Yep.
Let's see. Flora on. Okay.
Like you just,
Wow.
You're coming out of that stupor. Like, okay.
Huh, well, you weren't lying. That is much better.
Yeah. It really is. Cheap and easy the first time.
So, what do... I don't know what to do with myself. I feel like I'm bursting with energy and nothing to do with it.
Really great.
Yeah.
I could take you somewhere safe.
No.
Shut up, Mike! I will mute you.
No, it's fine. Mix all the downers and uppers.
Safe.
Oh, and there's so many awful men in here.
You got a point. I did notice that when I came in. It was a little off-putting, but, I'm not looking for a place like that anyway, so get right in.
As you are led off, and due to the fact that cocaine makes you hyper alert, perception checks no longer suffered by that negative effect I gave you. So roll a perception for me.
Yeah, 14.
So you might want to write this down.
Okay.
You noticed on her wrist is a symbol of a crescent moon crying. A blood tear.
Okay.
And you are taken out into an alleyway, and you somehow
Oh, boy.
end up in a secret meeting hall. You've been led to a religious coke den.
Yo!
Whoa.
This is escalating. I love it.
She said yes to the coke and going to a secondary location with a weird stranger.
Hell yeah, Cat. You're
I
gonna
thought she
join
said that she was okay there at the bar because she fit in whenever.
Oh, I heard going somewhere safe. Cat,
Hmm?
did you follow the stranger?
Yeah, she doesn't know what to do with all this extra energy. She's just following
Yeah.
the lead now.
Oh, okay.
So essentially, yeah, this the way they're doing this is bump, bump, pass in a sharing circle.
No.
It's essentially paying in secrets.
Hmm?
Oh yeah, this is a little religious ceremony. Think of it as confession. But
I'm not
kept going.
religious.
Yet. Everyone who says that just doesn't understand how the universe works.
I don't have an argument for this.
Exactly. Think about it. You've seen those priests shoot out beams of light and put arms back on people. It's got some truth to it. All powered by belief.
Literally, your thought is like you just believe in something and like it's true. It happens.
That's what faith is, isn't it? Believing in what you can't feel or prove.
It's so intangible. I don't like it.
Maybe, Tom. Well, we can help you become a little bit more comfortable with it if you have any questions for us. As you are now past the Coke mirror.
Yes. Is it okay for me to do more?
Some was good, more is better.
No, little Flora, don't go into the opium cave.
I'm really nervous. Is that normal?
Oh, it's always normal the first time when meeting new friends. Here, let me help this out. She's going to tell you that her name is Eclipse. And even as she puts the hood down, she's wearing a mask.
That's that sounds a lot like a fake name, if I'm being honest.
And what's your name?
Yeah, I don't want to say.
Oh, does it sound fake too?
All right, that was
Come on.
that was a good jab.
You just need a little more in you, and you'll have a much better evening. By the way, Kat, you have no appetite on this.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think if she's got enough wherewithal to...
You can always save out. I can roll persuasion if you want. Would that help you smooth things along? That way you don't have to use that awful condition.
We can give it a shot, yeah.
It's a 10, so you can definitely save out. Disadvantage minus d6.
Wisdom save?
Mm-hmm.
Good lord.
And no. Some is good, more is better.
Yep.
Yeah, Broden asked a good question. Do you think of anyone in the group while you're snorting cocaine? With a rolled up gold piece. There's no paper money.
Despite everything, Flora would have to probably know what each person in the guild would think about this situation.
Yeah, that's why I was...
Doesn't matter if you care. Actually, Kat, unless you have someone in mind, you can roll a d4 to see who you think about. It could turn into a what would Yordrick do?
No, like, I mean, the first person that would be on her mind would be Dahlia. Because I feel like even in this state, she'd still... there's gonna be that nagging in the back of her head that's like... She knows this is wrong?
Mm-hmm.
And Dahlia would throttle her if she found out.
Yes, indeed. If you remember any of this. Now, they even ask, is there anything you want to get off your chest while you're here? Or else nothing can leave this room. Well, information can't anyway. clearly not eerily reassuring you that you're allowed to leave.
Oh, I have so much, but yeah, that stuff you gave me kind of just made me not care about it as much, so
So come on, tell us what got you in this bad place in the first place.
friends are dumb.
Well, some friends are... I think I'm a great friend. I'm such a good listener.
Just caring about people. So much work.
You look like this little strawberry one we used to hang around with. Skinny as all get out, needle marks all the way up her arm.
But at that point, that sentence
You know,
right there,
you 100% know.
yeah, that sentence right there, I think Laura would kind of start backing up.
Oh, don't worry, I stopped her from getting attacked. We gave her an ear to listen.
Yeah. Thank you for this experience, but I think I'm gonna. She's looking for the door. I think I'm gonna.
Oh, you're not a hostage. And they're gonna attempt to modify memory. Can't have you remembering where this place is, and because we'll find you type of church.
I've had enough people trying to play with my memories. I guess she would just try to bolt.
Wisdom saving throw.
Disadvantage?
Mm-hmm. Same conditions. Ooh, minus the d6 though.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
14 still good.
14.
Unfortunate
What?
failure. 15 DC 15.
Damn it.
It's a 5th level spell.
If you
Yeah,
rolled a
that's true.
1, you could have made it.
Yeah.
Save would be pretty high, yeah.
I mean, all you don't remember is where this is.
That is true.
That is truly all it took. And I'm gonna message Kat something.
Oh, boy.
I just want to say I take no responsibility for this at all.
You're not there. You can't make her do anything.
Exactly, I didn't make her do any of this. I am not responsible.
Now, Kat, I want a survival to see if you get home. Because you're still in the Kokai. You haven't hit the paranoia irritability crash.
Yep. Is this also at disadvantage?
Oh no, this is straight.
Okay.
You're alert.
Survival. 15?
Yeah, you make it. You make it home at 10 p.m.
That's actually reasonable.
That's such a
Right?
reasonable bedtime. Now, I do have one more encounter for you and for Scrap. But let me keep the sad music actually.
Oh no.
It is
Not
now.
Scrap.
Oh no, definitely Scrap.
I don't want him to be sad.
Oh, Scrap won't be sad.
Oh, okay.
He's
No,
a visit from his grandma.
Truly, Scrap might just get a cookie.
Yes.
A giant talking cookie is gonna show up to the door. Eat me.
I don't know if I ever see Scrap
just
genuinely
just
sad.
holds up one finger. I have concerns.
But no, so the next morning, Kat, you're now irritable and paranoid,
Oh, God.
and a little nauseous, but also starving. You went from I've had breakfast for a day, and that's it. So, as you wake up in the morning, welcome back to reality. it's very, given the fact that you also mixed alcohol with cocaine,
Hmm.
very hazy what it all happened that night. You just see shattered pottery shards in your room. And empty bottles. And Batman.
Is this scene involving Scrap going to be before or after Divine Punishment was mentioned by the blacksmith?
Well,
Excuse
this will be right after.
Oh my god. Okay, from now on, I lock myself in my room and drink. I'm just gonna kind of clean stuff up and then go down to the kitchen and scrounge or something.
What do I roll for make coffee?
Nothing. You make coffee. Scrap, you make bomb. You can make coffee. Scrap now has make coffee. Cat, are you gonna try to get elaborate, or will a breakfast, meat, and toe ass to work?
Just breakfast. She's looking quick and easy, but food.
It is time for sausage and eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Truly hangover, because the hangover's real. So, cook's tools, not difficult.
I don't have cook's
Scrap.
tools.
Scrap on the side of the kitchen, sipping some coffee. Morning.
Morning.
Cat, raw wisdom then. Straight. Side effects are gone.
But you would be haggard, though.
Oh yeah, no, she's not doing good.
18.
You are able to make a hangover breakfast. Cat, as a southern woman, I assume you know how to make a good sausage gravy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Eggs, biscuits, sausage gravy.
Perfect. Scrap, you want some food?
How bad does Flora look?
Man, she probably hasn't even brushed her hair or anything.
Well, say on a scale of 1 to 10, not quite Kurt Cobain.
Yeah, sure.
Kinda
Sip
like
some more coffee. You want some coffee?
Oh, coffee would be great.
So, Cat, as you sip the coffee, this is Toma's doing and not mine. He loaded it full of chili powder.
Oh boy.
Mm.
Spicy coffee.
Is that an actual thing?
No.
No.
Bitter and spicy are bad together.
Just gonna take, like, I went to take a big drink,
Yep.
like, halfway through swallowing, spit it out. What did you do to this?
What do you mean? He just sips some more of it? It's coffee.
Why is it spicy?
He looks down at it. It's spicy?
Very. Coffee should not be spicy.
Oh, I thought it was cinnamon.
Oh my
Can't
god.
taste that either! Oh no, Scrap lives in a hell. He can't taste cinnamon.
I thought he was just trying to gaslight her.
No.
Like, not spicy, what are you talking about?
Yordrick and Scrap are the only ones who probably really would not be able to taste it.
That was not cinnamon.
I want Dahlia to be home, drink the spicy coffee. This is
He just sort of like ponders for a second. Well, unless you're trying to gaslight me, I can only assume that that expression means it's not cinnamon.
You know,
I
she's
like
probably looking at him like dumbfounded right now.
I like this. A lot more happy.
He sips more of the coffee.
I'm gonna
Are you
dump out
sure
what
it's
I
not
had.
Cinnamon?
Positive. Very positive.
Is your
I'm
roll a
not gonna be
check
able to
see
taste
if
my
she
breakfast.
understands?
No.
Okay.
She has to deal with it. Hey, how does Flora take her coffee?
Black.
Ooh, never mind. I was gonna give you a chance to dilute the spice tea with creamer. Guess not. Let's see, how deep are we in? We're at about the halfway point. You want to take a break, folks?
Sure.
I think Dahlia should label her spices better.
We'll take a break. And while we're thinking about
And we're back.
we must stop talking about Spy Family before we keep talking about Spy Family.
I could talk
We
for
will
hours, so
continue
move on,
talking,
please.
probably.
What, Micah?
We
There's
will
chili pep-
continue talking, probably. I'm very surprised they did the
Later.
backstory on the principal.
There's chili powder in your coffee. Go.
We'll get there.
No. After spicy coffee, does Flora shower?
Yes.
Or hot bath
Well-
it?
Well, before that, as Scrub is realizing that it was definitely not cinnamon that he put in there. Flora, are you doing okay?
Yeah. Just up late last night.
He just looks you up and down a little bit. Doing what?
Few drinks while looking at the paperwork. It's very stressful, not gonna lie. We're not in a great place. So, you know.
Inside.
What? Hold on. On what grounds would you not believe her?
I would argue on the basis of how she looks after a alcohol and drug bender.
You're not, Toma.
I agree.
I mean, it was gonna be that and how shaky her voice is about lying about that paperwork.
That's fine, but just to prevent, the meta, if you want to inside someone, I'm now going to need a why. So, go ahead.
Oh,
18.
You're a liar, are you, Cat?
I think you have like a 5% chance.
Oh, with an 18, I would have to say that you can glean that.
Oh, you're not going to challenge it, okay.
No, I mean 18, yeah, and
You could deceive.
You could lie.
There's a chance you win.
There's a chance you win.
I'm just so used to looking at that modifier and going, yeah, right.
Just
He had a
roll.
0.
You literally, it was
Close.
really good even for that modifier.
So, I'll say scrap. One part of that is not true. You don't know what, but something about that is not the whole truth.
Hmm. Are you sure? You look a little worse than some bad paperwork, and I thought that Yordrick and Peleus were gonna deal with some of the financial issues.
I haven't heard about any of that. Truth is, it's I'm supposed to be responsible for the guild's finances, and we are scrap. We literally have less than 100 gold to the entire guild. Don't tell Dahlia I told you that.
Probably seen that.
I mean, I've got less than 100 gold on my personal finances.
I say this with love. Hush, ghost of Broden.
Yeah, personal finances, but guild. If we're trying to build something here, and can't exactly do that with our finances.
You know what would probably help with that a lot?
I am open for suggestions.
We should start selling stuff.
You have a point. You know what? I've got people working on getting some of the product that we have, some of the materials we have turned into product.
Okay. And is the process of doing that and getting it onto the shelves to be sold going to happen before the 100 gold is an issue?
I hope so. Part of the stress. She kind of points at herself.
Flora gets a message. Road.
Flora just hears in her head. Hey Flora, I found some stuff in a cave. I made a new painting and caught a weird fish. How are you?
Flora just grips her head. Ow!
That's true.
That's, she'll respond, that sounds like fun. Doing great. Just taking care of business.
Okay.
Don't read Anya's wiki page, it's too cute.
Well, regardless of if that gets done quick enough or not, remember you are part of a guild, gestures around to the building, and there are other members of the guild, gestures around to the building again, that you can talk to about problems with, gestures around to the building again, the guild.
Hey guys, I think we're in a guild.
Yo.
Wait,
Oh,
we're in a
it's-
guild?
Holy shit, I think we're in a guild, guys.
You are very right, Scrap. In fact, maybe sometime we can sit down and go over this list of materials we have. Maybe you can help me come up with some way to turn it into some profit.
I mean, that is kind of literally my job description. I
You're right,
heck,
we
last couple days I ended up just looking through his bag. I made this. He pulls out a weird potion.
What does this one do?
It's a different variation on the potion of Wild Step. It's for getting through like heavy brush and mud and stuff without getting slowed down.
Wow, that sounds useful. How'd you figure that one out?
I tried a slightly new process where I took alchemist fire and used it as a catalyst to break down materials and combine them.
That... okay. That makes more sense than I thought it would.
You'd be surprised how much alchemy makes sense when you think about it.
Yeah. Not something I could ever get into, but interesting enough.
I need to make some more alchemist fire. I've used a bit of it.
And then a knock happened. Actually, no, Flora hasn't showered yet. Damn it. You do not want to enter this door disheveled, so I will not make you.
Well, how about I give you the list of what we've got, and maybe you can help me come up with some ideas.
Yeah, that's probably a good starting point.
Right. I'll leave them in the war room.
How hot and how long of a bath do you take? On a scale of ice water to boiling spaghetti.
Yeah, probably boiling spaghetti.
Damn.
Let's make it
Genuinely using that tiefling fire resist to be like, go for it, hit me.
We'll do boiling spaghetti, and it's an everything shower.
How long?
Ooh, everything shower? Probably about 45 minutes.
Okay, so about an hour later, Flora is back dressed and refreshed. And the window to respond to Dahlia's sending is gone.
I responded.
She did respond.
Oh, okay. I did not hear it. My bad. I may have been eating a snack. Okay, so now a knock is at the door with the two of you.
Crap, you gonna get that?
So, wow.
Not everyone all at once now.
They knock harder now.
He had to walk through the whole house. We should have somebody for this. Why am I doing this? He opens the door. Hello?
Person for this is off working on her family's farm. You look up, and the sun gleams off the armor of these two humanoids in shining steel armor with gold trim, holding these powerful-looking halberds.
Wow, that is bright. Can I help you?
Hmm. And then one of them just lowers an orb at you. And before you guys get any ideas,
Yeah, man.
on the orb is a sea dragon, dragonborn. Do we remember what sea dragons look like?
Yeah.
It's like a dragon, but sea.
Well, let me get a picture real quick while I do this. Hello there. My name, let me get the shit, is Mr. Shin. I represent the Golden Sun Merchants Company, and I believe you have property of ours.
The golden what now?
You know, most powerful merchant guild in the entire nation.
If you say so, what is it you think we have?
Oh, it's what we know you have. You have a roadmap of ours of trade routes.
Roadmap. I think I remember seeing something like that.
Indeed, and I am here to retrieve it, and thank you for its safekeeping.
Does that thing involve a bounty paid, and we did kind of recover it from some bandits?
No, for it's simply our property. Should you wish to keep it from us, we can easily get the authorities involved. But there will be gratitude.
I suppose that's probably not a terrible consequence. Let me see if I can go find it. No, you're not allowed to come in. Wait here. Closes the door.
Yes.
I'm gonna go look through the stuff we have.
Good call, Selkus.
Remember, Scrap, this is your own private domicile, and you will not be harassed.
Oh, wait, no, Scrap
Yeah.
is very much aware. He does not just let people in for no reason if he,
No, Selkus,
especially if they're looking for stuff.
Selkus, you forgot to say bitch at the end of that.
But yeah, I am gonna go to the stuff that we have because I assume it's not just.
If you
All
look
here.
at the loot from that camp, yeah, that was part of it. It was.
I'd
so
imagine
sealed.
it's up in the war room.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just go in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the stuff that we were getting ready to take to the authorities but hadn't quite done so yet.
As
And
Scrap is
What?
walking through, who's at the door?
some guy from does air quotes the most powerful merchant company in the region says that we have their map of trade routes. And I do remember seeing something kind of like that, so I'm just looking for it.
Oh, bolts up to the war room.
Imagine the cult said fuck it with the tempting and started chasing you with the orb.
Tag
It's
on
so
your
funny.
roll, everybody.
Truly, it's now just demonic tag.
Touch my...
Once I have this thing, can I make a copy of?
That's what I was gonna say. That's why Flora
You have
bolted
to
up.
unfurl it and break the wax seal.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah.
Didn't we already do that to look at it though?
Remember that?
I don't think so. It was
I don't,
literally
then how would we?
as
Then how
I-
would we? Or did it say it was a trade routes thing on it?
There's a big old label on the side.
Well, to be fair, if we did not open it and there's still a wax seal on there, that means the other people did not open it with a wax seal on there either. So
Correct.
either way,
Or they
It is not
redid the
open.
seal.
I don't think
Like,
bandits
it's-
would care enough for that.
really
Yeah.
hard to do.
They'd need their exact seal.
Mhm. Which means they're way more involved than
Yeah,
they
so
would be.
It is kind of strange that they never opened it, but also they may have just never cared or thought to.
That and they
Yeah.
already had a good gig there. They don't really need to.
Yeah, so I guess if that's the case, I'll just take it and just look at Fleur. You don't happen to have any weird magical way to copy this without opening it, do you?
I
Or
wish.
items in the store before of copies paper.
You would still have to open it and then.
Yeah, you would have
press
to
on.
open it to copy this thing.
I wish that was the case, but I do not. How do we know they know that we have it? They just said that we have it?
Well, I asked them what they thought we had, and then they told us what we had. So they knew this was here without me mentioning what it was. So
The pebbles.
They have
I
eyes everywhere.
assume they tracked the item somehow, as considering it's a guild that could pay to do that. I did ask them for monetary gain, but they didn't seem to want to cooperate on that, but they did mention that they'd be more inclined to... What was the word they used?
Gratitude.
Gratitude. So maybe we could get a favor out of them later by just giving this to them.
Suppose it's probably the smartest option.
Yeah, I don't really think we need it. I mean, what are we gonna do with trade routes? We're not a merchant guild. He poked his head back in. Though we could have probably sold the proprietary information, but that would involve opening it, and that's a whole can of worms we don't want to get into.
Not yet, anyways.
Also, that feels like corporate espionage.
Technically,
So, like-
yes.
This
Well,
feels like 7 different flavors of illegal.
it would be illegal to open it.
No, to sell the information on it. And...
Alright,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna open the door, and I'm holding the scroll. Does the seal on the scroll match what seal they have for their company or whatever on their armor?
If
or
you
whatever?
ask, one of the men with halberds will just show you a badge.
So he walks out and he's just got the scroll, but he's not showing the seal directly to them yet. Alright, what's your seal? I need to make sure this actually belongs to you.
The man in the ball and the two large gentlemen, all three show you a badge.
And it matches.
Yeah, it is 1-to-1. Unnecessary and appreciated precaution.
Yeah, well, surprisingly, I'm not an idiot. He just holds out the paper.
Not Hal. Give him the token. As they hand you now a token with that symbol, essentially within reason, that is a free favor. These things were important to us, and it was shrouded by some strange off magic that prevented its detection and retrieval.
Weird. We just kind of walked in and sacked the place.
Ah yes, off magic lead.
Well, don't ask anything unreasonable, you smarter than that, but
Well, it depends on your definition of unreasonable.
don't ask for a castle in exchange for a map.
Fair.
Well,
Hey,
yes. Glad I could help. Keep
Unless you-
this in mind.
unless you'd like to stop Mr. Shen.
Shen?
That's his name, Mr. Shen.
Is there any possible way that we could contact you later instead of having to go through a bunch of people?
Fair enough. Okay, give him the other thing. As you are now handed a little marble, essentially, it's a one-time, one-way sending.
Thank you, I greatly
for
appreciate
one
it.
phone call.
Thank you, I greatly appreciate this.
Have a good day, young man.
Yeah, you too. And for my note, what was his name again?
Mr. Shen. Dahlia's new currency is just horses.
First
For a
name
horse.
Shen, last name Long.
That's worth about 6 ponies. Hey, do you have change for a draft horse? Well,
Yeah, here's 3 donkeys.
Okay, if that's how the conversion
No
rate works,
worthless in this
spectacular.
economy.
I mean, 3 donkeys would probably pull about as much as a draft horse, so.
I love the horse economy.
Yeah, Scrap's gonna walk back in holding this, like, token and bead. Oh, that went better than I expected.
What are those?
This is a token for proof that we are owed a favor. Preferably something not crazy that doesn't involve something not of equal value to one of their trade route maps getting back to them. And this is a way for us to contact Mr. Shen so we don't have to go through bureaucracy, because I hate that.
Yeah, no, like, Scrap, that'll get you a direct line.
Fucking
Ooh.
based.
Well, that should prove useful.
We only get the one, so we should be really sure of what we want before we use it.
Now,
Given that they're one of the most powerful merchant guilds in the region, I assume this could probably help alleviate some of those financial issues you mentioned.
now, Scrap, I'd like to give you some knowledge that you would just know. This is the people that represent merchants on the government. Like, these guys are Mr. Economy. And you know that, yeah, cutting through the that token will let you get an escorted passage to their headquarters. So, like, you know, you flash that to the district guards and they'll take you.
This token will also allow us to get to their headquarters without being stopped by a bunch of people.
That could be very useful.
Yeah, so that's a very useful item. Good thing you did not open that map.
Man, we got
We're gonna-
lucky.
So lucky Curiosity did not murder this cat.
Now that I've established that these are two very important and rare items, they're going in the adamantite lockbox.
Fair enough.
I'm just gonna throw Burden's horse economy out of the whack.
I forget, did I actually have a lockbox made out of adamantite, or did I find a lockbox that I put adamantite in?
It's the second one.
Okay. So it's just going in the same box that the adamantite is in.
Yes, but it is arcane locked.
Yes.
Like, only Scrampaw can open. But it is lead. You made sure it was a lead lockbox, so it cannot be peered into. There aren't people.
Okay, and then what was the token, the symbol of what guild?
The Golden Suns.
I appreciate that.
I'm so confused. What did I do? You mean the video game?
No. AJ, the Golden Suns. Or no, never mind, it's Thousand Suns. I'm thinking of not Golden Suns.
Yeah.
No. I say if this is a Warhammer reference, I know about it.
Different kind of sun, son.
This is my group, the Acadian 8. But yes, and unless would you guys mind time skipping until Dahlia, Yordrick, and Place get back?
That's fine.
And okay, so Dahlia, Yordrick, one more drive check to get home fast. Can't get lost, but this is just see how fast we get there.
All right, hold on to your butts.
Now, Broden, advantage.
Aha.
You have been communing with nature for so long, you're in a good state of mind.
22.
That's fantastic. Micah, roll the D100 for a comeback. Control the weather.
Take Bardic if you roll anything.
Oh, no, this can't affect that.
Okay.
Yes, Bardic.
It's extra sunny now.
Ooh! Micah, care to declare the weather?
We all start getting on the each start getting on the cart
Trail.
to go. Yordrik just sort of looks out for a second, then you see him reach around in his pack and pull out a poncho and just pull it over his head, and then look at the two of you. What? I don't want to get wet.
Dahlia just wraps herself in a bunch of like blankets and stuff.
I'm so shocked you don't own a Casa hat yet.
What is it?
It's that wide brim straw hat.
Oh,
yeah, it's
little
the Wandering Samurai straw hat. I had no idea what it was either, but I was just like context clues gives me the impression that it's that.
I'm so shocked Dahlia's never bought one.
She
Well,
has. She just gave it to a frog, so it could.
Oh,
yeah. Where's your hat? I gave it to a frog.
Why? So it could talk.
And then we
I
never went back to him.
Just someone's like, but why did you? I need to go home.
I needed to trade it for the oil.
I love this economy.
Just no fucking context.
No context for the frog economy.
Anyways.
Yes, you do get home in that same 2 hours, but you do go through a heavy summer rain. You don't get too wet because of the speed.
That would get you more wet.
Really?
If you go at a faster speed through a heavy rainfall, you will get more wet because you're getting hit by not just the above rain, but the rain in front of you you're running into.
Oh, then you're
Yeah.
hella damp.
Yeah.
As
Dahlia
you guys get home, sopping wet. Dahlia, you don't. And Dahlia, the minute you're inside, you're not. You begin to steam.
just walks into the other room.
I assume me and Yordrik start hauling some of the stuff out of the cart and downstairs.
It's not a lot of stuff. So
It's not, but we got like 7 pounds of ore. I assume Yordrik's holding on to all the gems.
Damn, you guys hella wet.
Indeed. It rained on the way back.
No,
Yordrik,
I
how
thought you
far
just
out
fell
can
into
you-
the lake.
We did do
Yordrik,
that as
how-
well.
How far into the future can you control the weather?
I don't control the weather.
Really?
I might. I'm just telling you I don't.
Gaslighting. Keep it up.
Dahlia pokes her head through the door. Witch!
Not yet, I'm not.
He's got a full point.
Shrub
He does
just,
float.
Shrub just watches Dahlia. It's good to see that Dahlia's doing better.
Yeah, she
needed
does
time
seem to be
clear her
happy.
head, do some painting, do some fishing.
Yes, I think the trip did well.
Not this weird fish. She pulls up the
Weird fish.
horrible picture of it.
That's a weird one.
Kind of looks like this, but not really.
Dahlia, it looks like a clump of seaweed.
Okay, well this one turned out much better. She pulls out the cartoon, like this massive cartoonist one of the guy bolting her head first into a tree.
Of the not Peleus.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely not Peleus.
Not Palace, yeah.
It's Pally isn't.
Flora's just squinting at it.
Crap, you are flooded with memories.
I vaulting headfirst into a tree.
The fucking sound from like 9 miles
Episode
away that
2.
Oh, yeah.
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 Right.
We never did find that guy.
Yeah, whoever that was is either dead or isn't.
Mm-hmm.
That typically is the 2 stages of life, yes.
Why can't you be hungry or dead?
Would anyone like to smack him in the back of the head?
Nope.
Not currently.
Sometimes you is
Oh.
or you isn't.
Just so you guys are aware, we did get a visit from the Golden Suns Merchant Company. Apparently, we
Oh.
had something of theirs that was in this bunch of loot we got.
Oh. Did
Okay.
we didn't mess it up, did we?
No, it was a trade route map that we didn't open, thankfully, because now we have a token of
Gratitude.
gratitude so that they can sort of owe us a favor of equivalent or lesser value, and because I hate bureaucracy, I managed to get a feed to cast sending to Mr. Shen, who was kind of the person I ended up talking to about it.
I do like favors. And I'm not gonna lie, I completely don't remember what was in the pile of loot that we took. That was 2 years ago for me. It's just
Ancient history.
ain't there for me.
What you about, Green Man?
Just the statement again of 2 years, and it's just like, It's not good mentally. But he's
Well,
not
was-
going to say anything for fear of bringing it back up.
I'm still just mad that you gave away that statue.
Oh my god, you
I got to go back to sleep.
did.
It's
This
more
comes
so the
full
principle
circle.
than the money.
I got to go back to sleep. I don't care.
It would have solved so many financial issues.
We
Well,
still
maybe not
have
statue.
stuff to solve financial issues. We just don't have a statue.
We'll never survive this crippling debt.
The economy has crashed.
I'd offer to pay what the statue was worth, but they were there and they didn't stop me.
How much was it worth? Scrap, tell me how much it was worth,
Right.
Scrap.
Did it have a price tag on it?
Is Scrap suddenly an art appraiser?
Not really.
You don't know then.
he
Describe it to
just
me.
shrugs.
Describe it to me, Scrap. How big was it? If she gets
Let's see. He gives you a nat 20 intelligence rendition of its exact dimensions and appearance.
He has a
No, it's a-
graph and a
Now,
chart.
Dahlia, I want you to roll a charisma-based history check to determine the value of art.
Can I argue with advantage that he's able to give me a perfect description?
Yes, you can.
23.
You know it's worth exactly 90.
She just looks at Scrap. Scrap. That sculpture would have been worth 90 gold. It would have doubled our financial profits.
Both of my hands are on my face, just covering my eyes. Just-
One item.
Damn, that sucks. Scrap sips some coffee. There's coffee in the kitchen if you guys want it.
Don't drink that coffee.
Why?
What's wrong with it?
It's spicy.
What?
What's spicy?
Scrap, what the fuck?
Like a thank you.
Okay, why did you both make spicy coffee?
I didn't make spicy coffee.
Okay, Scrap, why did you make spicy coffee? I know you're an alchemist, but come on, you have to know what not to mix.
I'm with Yordrick on this one. What's spicy?
We're both just giving you blank looks like, huh? What?
That made me so happy.
When
Dahlia, make a nature check.
Flora, I don't want to be
I knew my job.
racist, but can reptiles taste spice?
Broden, if you tell me exactly what you were looking for, is it like why they don't know what spicy is?
It genuinely is like, wait, can like lizard like species not taste spicy? Because that is a nature thing of knowledge.
It's
of,
100% nature.
know?
I just wanted to be able to answer your question, right?
Yeah, it's the whole thing of wait, why do they not know what spicy is?
Okay, yeah, go for it.
12.
So, Broden, you'll get a half answer. You know for a fact birds and lizards are closely related.
Mm-hmm.
And you know for a fact that people in your village, your parents, whomever, would give the chickens, basically pepper flakes in their feed so squirrels and stuff would not get it, but did not bother the chickens. So you can summarize, it is probably because they are lizards. But that is a guess.
Dahlia will relay that to the party.
Oh, so you actually can't. Oh, right.
I mean, that's a guess, but it would make a lot of sense, yes.
In real life, capsaicin only works on mammals.
Man.
I thought I was adding cinnamon to it because you guys seem to like cinnamon, but it apparently wasn't that.
I never heard of cinnamon in
cinnamon
coffee
going
either.
I don't recall that either, but we're getting off
Brad, do you want me to show you how to make good coffee?
I think it tastes fine. It just sips more of the coffee.
I meant for that everyone can drink.
I don't know. I think Yordrick could probably drink it.
Is Scrap about to say?
We have just said this as of stated 5 seconds ago. Anyone with lizard-like, I guess, heritage, similar genes, I don't know, probably would not be able to taste it. Yes, Yordrick will probably not notice the difference.
I mean, you could probably feed him the rest of it just to be safe.
I mean,
Then you have an
if you
empty
guys
pot
are
of
willing to waste coffee when the guild is financially in a bad place,
Yordrick, go drink like 3/4 or whatever's left of the pot.
Now Flora just has her face in her hands.
How much coffee is left?
Hey,
Most of the pot.
Yordrick just grabs the pot, puts it in a big mug, tastes it a little bit.
The big.
Tastes
mug.
like strong coffee.
Mm. Don't make this
I
better.
forget. Can reptilians taste sweet?
Yes.
Okay, so we can at least add sweet to it.
Yordrick tastes it. You know what would make this better?
cream and sugar.
No. Reaches into his pocket, pulls out his straw, and puts it in there. There we go.
And now we get energized Yordrick.
Just
As
slightly.
Scrap is a chemist, he knows how to get the most out of coffee.
Oh, caffeine.
Oh yeah, Flora, just from that like sip you had before you spat it out, you probably got a bit of a buzz.
Oh.
He knows how to distill it to its purest.
Scrap, I need your help later for designing coffee stuff.
I wonder if that's a thing we could sell.
I think it could be. Did you imagine a coffee so strong you just need a little bit? We could call it like
Coffee Express.
I am so
Espresso.
here for the invention of espresso. Dive in.
Yo, Dahlia and Scrap about to come out here with espresso. Let's go.
Dahlia wanted the coffee shop. This is the way.
I like how we just accidentally fumbled our way into doing that, but it works.
Yo,
you ride these
Yeah. You know,
the spoiler body pillows?
I have
What?
to admit,
Mm-hmm.
for the 2 years, I think, and I cannot believe I'm saying this, stupid conversations like this, I think, is what I miss the most.
What do you mean stupid conversations? We just invented a new business.
I know! And we did it in the most stupid way possible, and I love it.
You mean organically?
Yes. Organic.
I
Like a new
think you
spread-
guys not being able to drink this is pretty stupid. And he just takes another sip of his coffee.
Yordrick just standing there next to you, drinking from his big mug with a bend.
To be
with
fair,
a really straw.
Persian Nazis do pretty good with spicy. Here, let me try.
It's canonically big.
You'll try the spicy coffee.
Okay.
Instead of using Yordrick's straw, you just take a sip from the side of the cup.
So, Dahlia, we've agreed you have a much higher spice tolerance.
Yes.
This is not pleasant, but it's interesting. It's still mixing spicy and bitter.
We'll have to workshop it, but I think we can get something out of this.
In real life, I've seen like spicy sweet stuff, and actually no, I get like, I don't know, yeah, no, I've had some spicy and sweet stuff. It's pretty good. So
Yeah, it's sweet, yes, but coffee by nature is bitter.
yeah, but if we made sweetened coffee with spice in it, it might be pretty good.
Oh yeah, 100%. But
You-
I'm just loving you workshopping your way through this.
She'll drink what's left of a cup of it.
Yeah, she will take.
the one that Flora set down on the counter earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You see, so
she
anyone
uses her
watching,
hands to warm it up.
anyone watching just sees her eyes go from the already like yellow tea saucers to just even bigger tea saucers from all the caffeine.
Just drinking an entire cup of espresso.
As you start seeing her just jitter, as you literally see another other her start to jitter with her, just like a second behind.
The caffeine is crossing the plane boundary.
Purely for the sake of sight gags, Dahlia's
Yeah.
under blur.
Yeah.
You're just watching this, looks over at Elias, and you're like, was that something she did when she was on the trip with you?
No, well, sort of.
No.
She had weird
She had-
hands that helped her play an instrument. That's new. That's a bit new.
Instrument, I can play an instrument. Want me to play an instrument?
What?
Sure.
I would love to watch you try and do that with this much speed in you.
Plays a
Dahlia
fucking
is
harp
going
like a
to
banjo.
creation bard an entire piano. Sits down and just starts playing like crazy.
So
In your rush to make it, you accidentally created it half an inch above the floor, so it just makes a huge sound when it lands.
Yeah.
now, Broden, roll performance with advantage because you're inspired for piano.
When
You make rush E.
I was gonna say, does
Oh,
anyone
no.
else know Rush E? Toma, I was setting up for it the minute the caffeine was introduced. It's essentially a song that gets faster and faster the more it is played.
It is crazy when you
Amazing.
watch some people play it.
Say she's getting pretty
I'm more
far in it.
amazed. Yeah, I'm more amazed that people are, like have been able to just play it on a real piano now.
Yeah.
22, she got pretty far in it then.
Yeah, no, you get all the way through Rush E. I've seen someone do Rush E on Beat Saber.
That sounds like a lot of work.
Actually, you know those videos of like a marble falling down like a xylophone track?
Yeah.
Someone did that for Rush E.
How do they make gravity go faster?
I will find the video later because, dear God, it made the autism feel good. But yes, so after your piano concert, in also soaking wet as the storms are in and out, comes a soaking wet B team. And I will give you, I'll say Yordrick is the authority right now. One chance to make it so they don't track water into the house.
And they're just
Well-
like sopping wet.
Yes.
Assert yourself, Yordrick.
Be
As they're-
insertive.
As they're going by, Yordrick's just waving his hand, just flinging the water back outside the door. You all look haggard.
Terry is just breathing heavily.
How did the frog thing go?
The what? You?
No, they said they were going to do that because they
Well-
literally.
Oh
They
no, but they were.
talked
Let's say they were off helping Vivian.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was
that-
their job.
sorry.
Yeah, they came back from the frog thing and went and did something else.
Yeah,
Okay,
well, they did.
sorry.
They did the frog. Yeah, they went and then did the frog thing on the way.
Yeah.
What happened was
but they
they
didn't
spent
mention
out to
it.
go help Vivian. They stopped at the frogs and then moved on.
Okay.
So you don't know 100% know about what the frog thing happened.
So how did
No.
it go?
Well, I almost. Wait, who did you guys almost kill? Did you guys almost kill Terry?
Yeah, we almost killed Terry.
Yeah, I think it was Terry.
Well, we fought a frog. Then we met your guys' weird friend.
How is Vivian?
Perplexing.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
Everybody like collectively like nods. Yeah,
that
yeah,
makes
that sounds
sense.
about right.
Gotta love her.
I believe Shaw put it as scare-roused.
Hey, yo.
They do not have a chance with her. I'm gonna be the neutral party and just whisper this to you.
Oh, yeah, no, we know. Trust us, we know.
Yeah, not really her type, I think.
She's been trying to get this one for quite a while now. She just points to the floor.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Celeste
to
is
buy my
responsible
body
for a
the
lot
first
of people. I don't know why it took you this long to hire us a doctor, but she is the best.
That's good to hear.
And we're
Great.
given 50 pounds of assorted root vegetables.
It's strange, but okay.
She was low on cash.
Uh,
And plus, she said, well, you guys are doing me a favor, so I'm just going to give you a little prize.
How
I'm
offensive is that?
I'm not an accents man. Yes, I'm doing a character voice. I did a character voice and in a character voice. You're all welcome.
Oh yeah, no, Scrap loved that.
yeah, Dahlia's sitting there like trying not to laugh, but her face is quivering.
Oh, that was horrible.
And we had to fight somehow wolves with lycanthropy.
Yordrick just snaps
What
at
are the
that
humans?
foot.
Wait, now what kind though?
I will get more into this over food and not being wet. Excuse
Alright.
me.
I'll get food ready.
Fair
You want
enough.
spicy coffee?
Oh, thank you. We're trying not to get trench foot.
Okay.
No, they are like soaked to the boots.
She meant
Oh.
more with the food that she's making.
No, they do not want spicy coffee. As they'll say this takes about an hour and a half. As everyone, all the B team goes, bathes, decompresses, and comes back in comfy clothes.
Man,
in the
that's such a
meantime-
mood coming back from work and changing.
Especially
Yeah,
if it's raining.
yeah. That was gonna make a massive meal for him.
Coach Schools?
Does anyone want to help?
Sure, I'll help. Apparently, I'm better at cooking than I thought.
Advantage.
I guess I could try and help make coffee that isn't spicy.
22.
What are you in coffee today?
He's got a thing for it.
Scrap's good. I'm
Dahlia
into
wanted-
scrap being a thing.
Dahlia wanted his help to make stuff for coffee, so he figures he might as well do it while they're in there already so he can ask questions.
Yeah, she's just going over with him while she's cooking, just like different blends they could do with it.
Flora, would you like to speak to Celeste at all? Because I know Peleus wanted to speak to Shaw about something.
Man, I didn't get the conversation.
No, you guys can. Just I'm going in an order of who I'm seeing on the board.
No, that's not what I mean.
Yeah. So Celeste, how was your first outing?
She looks so relaxed. Like, oh, I could do that all day, all week.
Everything else pretty manageable?
I'm doing great. You know, when everyone can die at any minute and I'm not cooped up in this place is way too quiet, I don't feel any needs to shut down.
You guys go through any resources that need to be replaced?
We're out of medicines of any kind.
Wait, you went through all of them?
Oh, Terry's a tooth magnet.
Just look over at Terry.
Tooth magnet.
He's still in his. I thought this was Flora going to Celeste's room.
Oh.
You could have tagged along. I will.
I mean, yeah, I could have. I just
You just
assumed-
can't see Terry.
What do you mean by tooth magnet?
Well, we had to fight a giant frog, and he and I got the worst of it, but I don't know. I walked it off.
Oh, yeah, I did get knocked prone a lot.
You got yes beat.
Yeah.
You
Okay, so
walked
do
it
you
off.
mean... So, do you need more potions, medical regents for a kit?
Salves. A new kit might be nice. I think mine's a little spent.
Okay, when it's not crazing an absolute bucket when it's not raining an absolute bucket load outside, I'll check and see what sort of situation the plants are in.
I'm not gonna lie, but I think your little drought lady friend had a thing for you.
Everybody keeps saying that.
Well, she got real friendly with me until we started talking for a while, and then she just got up and said bored.
You two do seem to get along pretty well. There was also that whole thing with that undead dragon she protected you from.
Oh, that thing didn't even notice me.
I mean, yeah, she's a great friend.
Yeah. She said I was too to the point.
She does like to play with metaphors.
I've heard some people like, and he does in air quotes, the chase. I'm not sure what that means, but it sounds like this situation. I just look at you as you make that noise and then look at Celeste. What does that mean?
She just gives you a genuinely confused shrug.
Crap,
I ain't no
use
mind
the spell
reader.
knock.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Sometimes it just surprises me how much you know and how little you know all at the same time.
That sounded like a tautology.
I don't know. I just feel like people should deal with what they can and ignore the stuff they can't. It doesn't really do anyone any good to worry about stuff that you can't do anything about.
You're not wrong, Scrap. You're not wrong. Well, I'm glad you guys had
Especially-
fun, but now I'm bored, and I'm gonna go back downstairs.
Alright. Hilarious that you had dibs on talking to Shaw,
I suppose so, yes.
as they are no longer in their classical black armor.
So, how did the mission go?
Yeah, well, I've never been more thankful I'm a vampire.
Oh, why is that?
Can't become a were animal if you're a vampire.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I suppose it's convenient.
They are mutually exclusive.
I have another question for you, but honestly, okay, how the hell did the werewolves that were did they transform into people, or?
No, okay, so it just the best way I can say it is that they got worse.
Okay, so they got like wolf, but more wolfy. Wolfier.
They were sealed in an underground tomb.
Oh, that's certainly something.
And they
Okay.
still are.
Oh, you left them down there. Fair enough.
It's like wolves that turned into dire wolves or something.
No, more dire wolves that got dire wolfier.
Like
Dire wolves that
only
just got
direr.
bigger.
Okay, so best way I can say it is blades dented or chipped when it came in contact with their fur. They could slash clean through non-magical stone. And the teeth just got really pointy.
See why you elected to leave them down there then.
Oh yeah, no, we couldn't kill them. We
Mhm.
could not kill them. The only things that could really hurt them were my weapon and Terry's weapon, and they just wouldn't stay down.
Hmm.
So this quickly turned into kick them back into the door we accidentally freed them from, and sealed it back.
Well, better than unleashing them upon the wider world, I suppose.
Oh yeah, no, things got real icky in there. We had to retrieve a scepter, to which our gracious host just laughed.
She just laughed at the scepter you retrieved.
She grabbed it, laughed, and went up some stairs.
That... You
Sounds
know,
like Vivian.
ordinarily, I think that would be sort of sinister, but knowing her, no, that tracks.
And then some pale guy paid us in potatoes.
Well, giving food to us, we can sell that here. I mean, there is a sort of famine, so payment is payment.
It also just brings the grocery bill down.
That as well. I say, I've actually been doing a bit of research here in town with Yordrick as of late, in regards to religion. I was hoping perhaps you might be able to help me with this.
I can't. I mean, I don't know anyone alive in my old church, but
Well, maybe not in your
tell
old
you
one.
about us.
I suppose that would help. Do you even know if they're still around?
I ain't from here. And I've not done a lot of international travel, so not really, no.
I suppose.
Plus, I think they'd see me as a stain on the world.
Fair enough.
And the
Well-
order I'm in does not take kindly to immortality.
I see. Well, perhaps you can tell me a bit about them then. Just in case they become a problem later on then.
Yeah, well, ask away.
Well, do they have any sort of name or identification?
I'm going to roll on the Shaw tape, on the Shaw character sheet. One moment. I have
Shaw has-
buried the B team.
They're not dead yet.
No, it's within
Yeah.
one folder and then 3 more subfolders.
A lot of folders.
I
Got a
am
lot of
so
folders.
organized. Over to here, where to go?
You make Daddy Gilliman proud, AJ.
Good. I am an ultramarine through and through.
Guys, they're
Now-
making a box that has smells for games.
Now,
No.
I will say, this will be a history check, and they aren't good at this.
All right.
Well, they cannot quite recall the name, but they think it might be Night Claws, Night Fangs. The word Whisper could be thrown in there.
But Micah, you could smell the horse you're riding on in Red Dead.
Toma, hush. Leave it to the Discord, please. Yeah, no, it is honestly so fuzzy, but I can tell you, you're never gonna hear them coming.
That seems to be a common theme.
Yeah, outside. So once you make it to an officer rank in there, you get muffling boots.
Okay. And what exactly do you happen to recall they actually practiced?
Well, so part of our belief was some secrets need to, like the worst secrets need to die with people.
Okay.
So we aren't the kind of guys that would listen to your confession. Our modus operandi is the Oracle would find someone who knows something they shouldn't. We'd prey on that a bit, and if anyone was particularly inspired to silence it, we would sneak in there, silence them so no last words come out, and, well, put them out of the world's misery. A lot of the time this extended to things like vampires that tended to live for a long time.
Hmm.
And in our spare time, well, we sort of more act like general guardians of the innocent and the ignorant.
So largely they acted in what they perceived to be the world's best interests.
Yeah, we were... Some would say we were less a church and we were more a black operations company. But we weren't really for profit, and we didn't do a lot of the... I didn't do a lot of the silencing, more of just the saving the peasantry.
Yeah, fair enough. Can't fault you there. And you say they don't really operate around here, not that we would particularly even know, I suppose.
Yeah, not that you would know. They are definitely a hope they don't find you.
And if they
Well,
want to find you, they will.
Yeah, if they want to find you, they will for either disposal or, you know, one day they might just want to recruit you and suddenly you're going about your day, they'll say, oh, where'd Shaw go? And never heard from him again.
And I'm gonna go out on a bit of a limb here and suppose that this sort of recruitment isn't the sort of thing you can say no to.
Well, they'd rather you don't.
Mm-hmm.
They call it a divine calling. Selkis gets what I'm referencing.
Mm-hmm. Well, I suppose it's interesting.
A whole order of Eversoars.
Oh no.
Without...
I honestly just... I thought you were going with the Dark Brotherhood angle.
No, Officio Assassinorum.
We have the Oracle. Ah, yes, the Speaker.
Yeah, no, it's half that. Well, if you said no, it'd more like you just don't remember that they came for you.
Alright, I keep forgetting.
They ask you to submit, and they ask you to submit to the change. That way they can keep their secrecy.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, it's weird. So where I lived, you knew they existed in the sense that they were a group of people that kept everyone safe.
Right. You didn't know who made them up, you just knew they were there.
Yeah, like things, if like a problem went away, it would, the old folks would say is because of them.
I see. Where did Shaw say he was from originally? I gotta.
Sean is Varisian.
Varisian. Okay. Oh, keep that.
I almost just called them Sean.
Shaun of the Dead?
Sean the
My
Undead.
cousin's name. Sean, what are you doing here?
I'm dead.
Oh, another thing. You can spread this with the rest of the B team, or if any of them are even around, we can just say it a bit loudly. I ended up actually paying for a new training course for everyone, so hopefully we can start to work on your athleticisms and agility, as well as a bit of physical discipline around here.
It's good. I could always use the workout.
I figured.
You know, they think, undying man, that I can't get stronger, but that is not how that works at all.
Really?
Yeah, no,
So
my
you still
muscles.
grow and.
Yes, my muscles can still get better.
Oh, good to hear then. It was a bit of a hefty investment, so I'm happy we'll be able to put it to good use.
Is there anything else you needed that I can help you with? There was above game.
Above game?
Yeah, you wanted to ask about vampires.
No, I didn't say anything about vampires.
No, I thought you texted me about that at one point.
No, it was only the religious thing.
Alright.
I was more curious if he knew any actual priests or anything like that, but he didn't know anything because they're not around here, so, you know.
Well,
And it's kind of the whole problem of investigating a church to a god of secrets. It's like, well, you know, it's not exactly the easiest thing to hunt down, you know.
some of them are. Some of them just have regular confessions. Well, anything else?
No, I can't really think of anything else. If you have any requests or concerns for the guild right now, by all means, speak your mind.
They just slowly close their bedroom door.
Oh, they were in the bed? I thought we were still in the common area. All right.
No. They all went up, straight up to their rooms to.
Oh, okay. I thought
They were tired.
Yeah, I thought you said they all come out in like full comfy whatever and come back down.
No,
Oh,
this
okay.
was before that.
Okay, gotcha.
Anybody else?
Pally's hears from the kitchen downstairs. Pally's, where the fuck are you? I'm trying to get here. I need someone to hold the ball.
Not a moment's rest.
I
Fine,
want to go
I-
down there. I'm off duty.
Yeah, by all means, take a rest. I go down.
Anybody else want to talk to a B teamer?
Not right now. They need to rest, honestly.
Scrap will wait for them to get done with getting cleaned up and everything, and then it's gonna just sort of ask them, so, were creatures or any of you infected with anything?
Track just says, didn't bite me. Terry, no, not really. Shaw's clean and technically I did roll enough that they were all clean. It was more like, we can keep these things back, but dear God, we can't hurt them that much.
So they're locked away somewhere right now?
Yes.
Yes, they're sealed back in the tomb that they had originally delved into.
So essentially, they were able to get the item that they needed, but the actual issue in the tomb could not be destroyed because I think many of them aren't really spellcasters, nor do they have magical weapons, many of them that could actually
Correct.
kill them.
So the people that could do something about it were Track, because they're a cleric. Terry has the magical axe, and I think Shaw has a silver pike.
Say, like, we'd be there for extermination, they're there for extraction.
Also, if they're sealed, there's no... And that Vivienne knows about that tomb.
Yeah,
She could deal with it herself at some point
She
if
could
needed.
deal with it herself if she wanted to, or she could basically say, well, nothing's ever going to let them out.
Mhm.
Yeah, she's
Put up
like,
a warning sign.
Yeah,
she's an
doesn't-
archmage. She can do what the fuck she wants with that.
Yeah.
Vivian just wants to have undead were dogs.
She could.
Dogs.
She'll probably get him when she wants him.
Yeah, if she wants them, she'll have them. Or she'll just leave them in there for good, because they seem to be able to survive in a sealed tomb without eating.
Yeah,
They probably can. They just don't enjoy it.
God.
That's probably why they were so active aggressive.
Yeah, I was gonna say, they're probably starving and they just can't die.
Yeah, it's kind of like how vampires are immortal, but they still gotta drink blood, but they don't kind of gotta drink blood, but you know.
I think it's more they go feral. They stop
Yeah,
drinking after
That's
a while.
how they mostly do, is they lose
Mhm.
whatever humanity they have left.
Like, Shaw does drink blood, so they stay as nice as they are.
I'd imagine that because it's, in your world you said it's seen as an affliction more than a curse.
Yeah, it's
Or-
a medical.
They
condition.
probably have a thing they can do too. That's like a state-sanctioned blood bank. It's like,
Yeah, no.
here, pick up your monthly thing. Don't
There's
eat anyone.
those. They could drink animal blood.
Like
Yeah.
food stamps, but for blood.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's you're like, hey, we understand you're not hurting anybody, and you don't, but you want to
Which-
see these powers. That's okay.
Genuinely could create a really interesting thing where people who donate and like get paid for it go on special diets or lifestyles because it makes
Mhm.
the blood taste different.
Yeah, rich vampires could so do that.
Well, next scene.
Sorry.
I mean,
Mm.
unless what do you guys have to do? Like, I don't know if you.
I don't know,
have any
Broden. Were you gonna
questions
start something?
No, she just made lunch for everyone
Oh, okay.
or dinner or whatever time it is. Checks your overtime.
Overtime is checked. 5 p.m.
Dinner.
I mean, the only thing we could really do right now is once Shaw's rested a bit more, ask him what they might know about quote unquote pure vampire's blood.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we'll bug him later.
Because the dragon we have to go talk to her about, we gotta research about were sharks. And then Soul of a Fallen Priest, we don't have any immediate people to ask about that. So the only thing we can do here is ask Shaw about the blood.
I thought you guys
You
were
can
going
ask
to talk to
Flora what she-
Brianna on your way through the forest.
Yeah, I thought
really
we. I
should
thought
have.
we
We were
wrote.
close.
Well, I thought we already wrote that we were just gonna do that in the time. I don't know if that counts or what.
I thought
I know we
Dahlia
said
was going
we
to do
were.
ascending.
I could easily just do ascending.
That's what I thought it was going to happen.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, just do the sending, then we'll call it there.
AJ can just message what the response was. Pretty much.
Mhm.
Dahlia's response is, hey, you may want to look out. Colt had a list. Dragon meat was on there. They may be after yours.
They gonna betray your ass.
So she responds with, if I sense them close, I will call for your aid. I.e., if she thinks the attack is imminent, time to do a wave defense mission.
Yo.
Each
endurance.
quest on that list is a different style of gameplay.
An endurance run. Let's go.
Wave after wave of disposable pumpkins.
No.
Let's go.
So,
We could also-
I will say, the next on my list is, I'd like you guys to discuss what to do with that token. Now that everyone knows about it.
Above game or in game?
In character, please, around the dinner table.
Okay, so
Do we really
any ideas?
need anything right now?
Money.
Money. I mean, let's check the list about
Okay,
the
we're
cult.
working
Is there
on money.
anything that we need to investigate? Anyone we need to meet?
Well, this discussion is specifically what to do with this favor that we're owed by a
It-
big
it-
merchant company.
I know, Scrap. My point is, if we need to get in contact with someone or meet somebody, a favor from one of the largest guilds in the country could get us places and meet people. That could be the favor.
Wasn't there a whole thing with, like, the head of the farming guild or something?
Yes, I think.
Yes, he was the one that
Yeah,
we
that was
were
Joe.
looking into about the whole famine issue.
I believe there was something about a politician putting out policies that just didn't seem to make sense to people on the ground level, but I mean, really, that's nothing new. Still, it's better than nothing.
Real.
If we got a meeting with him, though, what would we do? Try to take him out, ask questions.
I
If we're
think
going under false
trying to take
pretenses.
out a high political figure will just label us as terrorists. So let's avoid doing
Yeah.
that without good
I never
probable
said-
cause.
I never said we. Well, I mean, if you.
You
use the
did say
token, they
take him
wouldn't
out.
know.
I mean, if
Well,
we can get
yes.
evidence that he's doing something he shouldn't be that is putting people's lives in danger due to lack of food in the region, we could probably then present that evidence and get him disbarred from his position.
Yeah, that'd probably be the best thing we could do.
Perhaps we should do some more research on this guild before making a solid decision.
Oh yeah, it's not like we have to use this token immediately.
True. Strap, did they give a date of expiration?
Nope.
Perfect.
I think it's more so just an informal favor.
Well, then maybe some looking into to the guild would not be a bad idea.
If we see what all they dabble in, how far their resources extend, who they deal with.
I mean, Halius, you said yourself that, people on the surface level sometimes just don't understand what policies are being passed, but politicians typically have to, release some sort of documentation of the policy that they're trying to get passed to get support, so maybe we read up on some.
Oh god, politics.
What if we make people start to question their leadership?
Well, we don't go accusing right off the bat. That's the point of the research first.
Yep.
I think if we can prove that he's been maliciously damaging the economy, then that would be enough to get him disbarred from his position. The problem is finding proof of that. Showing just the policies themselves won't work. We'd need something more concrete than that. Debating policy is something for a Senate or Congress or...
True, but it
whatever.
gives us something to start looking at.
True.
Do we know anybody who works in politics?
Mm,
You do now.
I do, but not here.
well, she just kind of points to the coin. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, our guild is not big enough to where we can have political sway.
We could focus on making a lot of money in doing that.
We should really focus on making money. I'm gonna put my paintings up for auction again.
Laura mentioned something about giving me a list of resources and me doing research on what we could do with them.
I wonder if I could ask as an add-on to a favor, the ability to start putting my paintings in more higher-end auctions. I only have access to the lower district.
Could certainly work. Especially if the request isn't too needy.
We would probably want to word it in a way that they are handled together and not separately, considering we were given the one.
True,
Well,
but
technically, the resources we were given was a token equivalent to one favor and a pearl that can cast sending directly to the guy I spoke to.
Once.
All I'm saying is that they are not technically required to both be used in the same function.
Checks notes. I don't know, he's got a point.
No, he's got a point. Okay, so one thing could be Dahlia's request to have her paintings displayed at more high-end auction houses or marketplaces. Alternatively, we could use it to arrange for some sort of meeting with this politician, or at least a way into his offices to allow us to investigate things.
well, the paper to meet up with someone is gonna get us there a lot quicker than us trying to make this guild filthy fucking rich.
I would like to be filthy fucking rich again, though.
It likely would
Again?
help solve some issues.
Ooh, yeah, I forgot. Peleus is new poor.
He comes from the old money. He just left it behind.
He's
Mhm.
old money, new
That's-
poor.
This token would essentially allow us to walk in without being stopped. But above game, that was mostly just into the Golden Suns Guild.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it will get you escorted to the Golden Suns Guild by the authorities.
Mm-hmm.
So, should easily use that to get into the Golden Suns and then see where that gets us. But
The Perla message, I think, is more of a thing for them to know, hey, we're on our way, because there's very unlikely you're able to actually form a
It's
A
also
favor-
in case you have a question.
yeah.
yeah, the main thing with it is it was a inconsequential thing Scrap could get that was not directly bound to the favor.
True.
So I will say this is the collective opinions of the B team because they're all here. great side effect, if you bring Dahlia's art to a nice office, they might want to buy it for themselves.
An office?
Yeah,
but like
it's
if we
commercial.
went there and you had your art with you, they might want it.
All right, guys,
Like-
give me a couple days to paint.
Like truly, you could just start painting lobby art.
Ugh.
You joke, but that
Fine.
makes a lot of money. We have.
I
a lot
know
of
it
art
does.
around the nursing home.
Do I? I wonder how like full of himself that guy is.
I don't know, he's
Well,
a politician. They're all kind of full of themselves.
We can also look into him a little bit from what we can just ask around.
You said it was a sea dragon, AJ?
Sea dragon, dragonborn.
Yeah, he's a sea dragon. Mr. Shen is a sea dragon.
Mr. Shen was a sea dragon dragonborn, so he might have some sort of interest in that sort of thing, if you think that's worth your time painting.
Maybe it maybe also just be playing a little bit too close to the.
It definitely might be. I would definitely leave that up to your discretion.
Also, they may see it as like a racial friend. I don't know. I mean, where's he from? Well, I guess we won't know that.
Unless Scrap could get that from the accent.
Sumptuous.
I mean, I'd imagine there's at least some information we can gather on him that's publicly available.
Yeah,
Yeah. Easily,
we could-
Totally easily done.
you could just check, I guess, with like I don't know, a number of places.
He's a
And
public
just give you
official. I'm
information.
sure there's records of.
Exactly.
Well, all right. So it sounds like at the very least we want to just gather some more information on this guy, see if there's anything off about him.
Ooh,
Afterwards, yes.
how about Scrap? You get some potions around. Yordrick, if you want to make some jewelry, Flora, get some of your alcohol ready, and I can paint some. And you know, we're meeting with a high-end commercial guild. Maybe we can talk about possibly getting more information on business as well.
Honest to God.
I wonder
use
if
the
my
favor as a
brandy's
pitch
gonna be
meeting.
ready.
It's a really smart idea.
You know, that's what I'm saying. This is the astoundment of the meeting. Honestly, using this as a product pitch meeting to bring your absolute A game, great choice.
Because we can still ask for the favor and possibly get a lot of forward movement with business.
Yeah, it was because the favor could be a pitch meeting with the investors. Even if you're just persuasive enough, you might just get one anyway.
Yeah, maybe.
This is if you bring the absolute A game. Oh hell yeah, crafting.
Yo, more downtime. Let's go.
That's more downtime. Crafting specifically.
I feel like
We
this
could
is
just
something.
do rolls outside a game and then go.
Plus,
to the
again,
speed-
this has no timetable. You can do this whenever.
Yeah.
So I just wanted, in character discussion about it. But that is all I have tonight. So are we comfortable calling it?
It is
Yeah.
11:13, so
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Also, the person watching named LS Death had the cool idea. What if the Quackers icon was lit up when I talked?
I did
Ooh.
think about that at one point.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I
You
think
quackers. Do you believe yourself powerful for the title?
That
Well,
is
fair
yes.
He's got a point.
Absolutely pathetic.
dear God gave him he gave you a thesis. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed. Please hit follow if you do, and like LS Death specifically. You don't know much about D&D. I think this is a perfect place to get into it. We do play a little bit atypical because we're very talky, but I think it can really help you get into things. So, thank you for tuning in. Keep out of the rain and choose your role carefully.